chapter 12.
What's up, everybody? We are here. It is Monday style coming at you live. Stratford, Connecticut, 8:02 p.m. Double style. Double style. I'm seeing some people heard of chapter 12. Well, there's a story behind that. The story is my child is going to sleep, so he's listening to Tales of an 8-Bit Kitten for 15 minutes. Therefore, I started the audiobook, and it started on chapter 12. That's where he is. Any other details you need? I'm just telling you all.
Is it a good book?
It is. Tales of an 8-Bit Kitten is a legendary book. It's like an unofficial book about Minecraft, but they don't tell you it's Minecraft. But anyways, as you can hear, someone's with us. Someone's managed to join us again. But...
Thank you.
2 out of the last 3 weeks. 2 out of the last 3 weeks, they've dodged something, and that is the no-tip stream. And he's come on today. He has a statement. He's prepared. Go ahead, Atlus. What do you want to say to people that stuck it out when you didn't? Go ahead.
Well, what I want to say is that you're all suckers, and what you really should be doing is listening to Atlus, who clearly has the money sense. I can feel it in the ether, and I think I should call the shots.
Okay,
that's what I'm
fair
saying.
Enough. Fair enough. I will say for the first, when was the last time, remember, the first time we ever got a no-tip stream was literally 2 weeks ago, right? When you left early. Was that the first one ever? I think it was, right? Or was there one other
for
one?
us, yeah. Yeah, I want to say that was the first one we've ever experienced. Yeah, even like a guy had reprieve at some point.
Yeah, and so now it's crazy that we've hit, in the last 3 weeks, it's happened twice. Now, of course, this is a Monday night. This is Minecraft, so I'm really hoping that doesn't happen tonight, but we'll see.
I heard you got Call of Duty last time, which I actually enjoy. Well, I don't enjoy Call of Duty, but you know what I'm saying. I like the gameplay style of, because he is terrible. I saw him shooting at his own shadow. That was very robust and meaningful to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, last week was kind of fun, because, you could just fact check all his excuses. It's kind of fun, but tonight we have no such luxury. No such luxury, my friend. So we really are hoping for early clocking out. Let's put it that way.
Oh, you sound awful.
Calendar. Is that true? Is that true? Oh my God!
I tried to tell you. You just talked over me. It's fine.
Hold on. Yeah, I heard you say you sound awful, but I was like, oh, maybe it's in my throat or something.
I hope it's just him. I hope I'm fine.
You can hear me now, right? Hello? Oh my God. You still can't hear me? Hold on. Hold on. Jesus Christ. See, they can hear me. He can't. Fuck him. There you are. Man. Here, hold on. I'll fix it. Hold on. He is the only one that can't hear me. You guys can. So fuck him.
That's right.
All right?
We're not even going to watch the guy.
See, look, he's still talking. He can't hear me. I'll fix it. Hold on. I know what I got to do.
At any point, they could plug my headphones in.
Courier 6, don't say boomer stream. This is a problem that can happen with all streamers. It happens. Hold on. So, Atlus, I'm going to ask you. You can't hear me, so I don't know why I'm talking to you. What I'm going to have to do, though, is to restart the chat room for him. So, 1 second. You guys won't know what's happening, but Atlus will. So, hold on. Let me do this behind the scenes style.
That's a great idea.
You guys won't see this happening, though, so no problems, right? Anyways, hang on. I'll fix it. Again, you guys can hear me fine, but the only one that can't hear me is Atlus, because he's the guy that has the problem. So, hold on. Let me fix this. Not that one. Let's do this. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well out there today. Enjoying your day.
On this huge delay,
just a few quick seconds.
How long is this damn delay? You guys sit through this? That's crazy.
Which led to this problem here we're dealing with, but it will be solved quickly. The cat will be sprayed appropriately, and will, in fact, be exiled from this room if it takes that. I will take in the methods that DSP employs as well. Okay, so we are there, and I will now do this. All this behind-the-scenes stuff. It just happens sometimes when we have people with issues, like a certain person we all know. Okay, so here we go. 1 second. Let me fix this. We don't want that. We want that.
I have visual.
Why is there a second person in here? Is that you?
Still blaming me. That's fucked.
I think it is him. How come I can't hear him? Hello? Atlus. Not Atlus.
It is me.
What the fuck is going on? All right, I'm just going to get him out of here. I'm going to start a whole new room, man.
Oh?
Oh, God. Well, at least you can hear me fine. All right, let's just start a new room. It's going to be all fine. Hang on. It's all going fine. He's not going to leave. I won't let him leave. Don't worry. Okay. Now we're back in action. Invite a guest. Behind the scenes. Because I kicked the fucking computer. Let's get him started, by the way. Here we go. We can just listen to this in the meantime. As I set this up.
All right, welcome to part 2.
Now, why can't I hear that? What's going on?
Of Ask the King.
Hold on. Let me see what's going on here. I can't hear that now. Hold on, guys. This is a fun stream, man. This one might be going members only as soon as this stream is over. Just being honest. What's going on? I guess this is why I don't do 2 streams in a row. You know what I'm saying? Okay. What's going on here? Push play.
For January 29th, 2015, this is episode 48. If you did not see part 1, be sure to check that out on YouTube.
You guys
but let's
can
continue
hear
on because we've got tons of questions to get through, all right? Our next question. This one comes from Sir Dies a Lot, and he asks the following. He says, Phil, for the reimagination of Project 7.
All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play a music video for you as we work on this problem. Let's do a Misery Merchant song for you here. How about that? Let's do the new one. That'll give me time to figure this out. Because you can hear it, but I can't. So that's a problem. Thank you, everybody, for support. Got to be back in a second. Listen to this song as I can't. I'm going to try to make sure so I can hear it. Be right back. Hang on.
All fucked up from a year of pain. I'm ready for the worst. I really hope our brief and fun association didn't hurt. I was branded as a living joke, lol cow and a meme. Whenever something good happens, it's usually taken away from me, from me, from me, from me, from me. It's weird how my life works. When I try to win, I lose. To think that you are snaking me, completely confused. If you want me to fuck off, it's all good. Just let me know. I was a big YouTuber and I had money to blow. It's incredibly hard for me to trust anyone with my history. It's better than who will actually hate to be. Unless I tell the truth and ruin the whole thing.
Big ups, everybody. We are back. Atlus, are you in the house?
I'm here. Hello.
Yes, it wasn't my fault. Just want to remind everyone it was not my fault. Nothing I could do. That's all the part you need to know.
I set that fire. My bad. I shouldn't have ashed there.
It was my fault. It was my fault. I legitimately set off a chain of events that could never be replicated, and they won't be replicated again. But to be in other news, though, the cat has been taken care of. He has been compromised to a non-permanent end. Just kidding. He's fine. He is now laying down and thinking about what he's done. Fat Cat 204 Gain 220 for real says, shout out the Maple Leafs pulling a typical Toronto. Yes, and that was insane. I know you don't care about hockey, so I'll make this quick. But the Maple Leafs are really, really something. And that's what makes them so entertaining, though, I think, is because of how they endlessly fuck it up. And,
I would say they endlessly disappoint from my understanding. I don't know shit about hockey, but...
The Cowboys of the NHL, some say, and that's kind of true.
That's a rough title to have.
But I do think they have good players and they could win, but hockey is very random, guys. So don't forget, hockey is the most random of sports. Even if you have a great team, sometimes you can't win, but it just happened 9 years in a row for them, which is a little bit different. But anyways, not the sports show today. Boat Knight says, how much to get you to do this blindfolded? The stream? That'd be tough. I'd give it a shot, though.
If we hit the goal tonight, I'll do it blindfolded for 5 minutes.
Ooh. Mr. Extravagant says, I'm so glad I stayed up late for this on the perfect night, apparently. Yes, this is the perfect night. You are seeing magic happen because this will be deleted from the internet so fast. So you remember where you are.
I'm downloading it immediately.
War Dog Leader says, just a normal late night ALT stream. That's not true. Guys, that is not true. Never mind. I'm not going to defend myself. I'm not going to get triggered.
You know, I'm something of a disaster stream haver myself. Yes. It's kind of like when worlds collide over here.
The best thing to do about trolls is to ignore them. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm ignoring you, War Dog Leader. So I'm not even going to mention. This. The Pasta Maker says, Atlus wouldn't last 5 minutes in our no-tip world. I know. He has no idea what we've been through the last 3 weeks. We've all become stronger.
It's true.
Big ups to Mr. Lion. All right, and now the next disaster I have to tell you guys about. It's not my fault, but I'm asking for help. I need your support in that. Ask the King episode 48, part 1 is not on the internet. And I don't know why. I haven't been able to find it. Does anyone know where? I'm willing to take all links, advice. Ask the King, episode 48, part 1 is no longer online. And that means it was Goldholm. So I'm wondering if anyone has it somehow. You know what I'm saying? I
wonder what he said. They got it pulled.
I know. I didn't find out this fact until 10 minutes before we were going to start, or I would have asked, Raw Phil and people that I know that do have a lot of stuff backed up. But I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, and Lee, I'll have to ask them as well, but I didn't have a chance yet, so I will. But I will ask. But yeah, part 1 is not there, but we will definitely get it at some point. But we're going to start with part 2 tonight. New episode 48 in the house here. Just a refresher where we are in the timeline. We are. Where's my pointer here? Atlus loves this pointer, by the way. He always talks about it.
Jury is the best.
January 2015. We are 3 months before we reveal our gout issue. And we are just moved in May, and we are right about here, right? 2015, right about here somewhere. Getting ready for our Patreon being opening the following month, okay? So Patreon is going to get open the following month here as we listen to this Ask the King. So... here we go. Finally, ready to start on time.
No, wait. Was the technical problems cover so that you didn't have to run the show any longer because you didn't have part 1? Was that pre-planned?
No, not pre-planned. I don't script anything. All live. Okay. No kayfabe. Big ups, Mr. Lion.
We'll talk
You're a
later.
legend. Let's go. Oh, start please. There it is. Okay.
All right, welcome to part 2 of Ask the King for January 29th, 2015. This is episode 48. If you did not see part 1, be sure to check that out on YouTube. But let's continue on because we've got tons of questions to get through.
Where was it, bitch?
Our next question.
Why'd you take it offline, bitch?
This one comes from Sir Dies a Lot, and he asks the following. He says, Phil,
that's
for the
Atlus.
reimagination of Project 7, would you consider adding some fans to the mix by, let's say, maybe some voice acting of a certain character or something of like that? I think that would...
Frog Machine in the house says episode 1 of 48 to 54 are all missing because of artwork in the intro. Fuck.
Oh.
Be awesome, one. You did some great work in the past, but you are fucking us now. No way to get that, can we, Frog Machine? We'll have to imagine it. But anyways, let's go.
We thought about emailing darksidephil@hotmail.com and seeing if maybe he'd upload those.
Someone should tell him that's a good idea for a goal. Is like re-uploading these without the artwork. You know, like it's a great goal, guys. You're gonna love this. Ask the King from 2015, Part 1.
The series, and it could
do
bring
a lost
the community between you and your
episode.
fans.
It'll be awesome.
Classic episode.
More together or more close together.
Okay.
Actually, and you may be surprised at this, although many
please.
people might not if
I
you've
didn't
been
even
a
hear the
long-time
question.
viewer. When I was
Will you ever add fans into the mix for Patreon?
Fans, right,
doing
okay.
Project 7 originally, that was going to be part of it, and even the reboot that I did years later, that was going to be part of it. Fan interaction was actually going to be a key part of Project
cool.
7.
Key
where I was going
part.
to have people maybe who were like, oh, they could send me a video of them on webcam or whatever. Oh, I'm going to try to help Phil or save Phil, or I'm going to mess with the Deathface character and interfere. At the end of the Project 7 reboot series, I was going to have an episode. Yeah, I was actually going to go all out, and probably at a convention or whatever that I was attending. I was going to have many of my fans who showed up at the convention film scenes where we all do stuff together. So that was actually always an idea.
Sounds like a pretty dumb idea, but all right.
Film at a convention?
For the series, and then neither series really got to the point where I could implement that. All right, with this new Project 7 reboot, I'm gonna be
filming at a convention randomly. Like, oh, what is that gonna be? Cool episode.
Yeah, in order
man.
to get footage for this web series that he's doing, like, say what you want about Project 7, but it looks better than I think shooting at a random convention with a bunch of no names. You know, like it's a little better than that.
Yeah.
To be honest with you guys, because I know some people have been asking about it and saying what's the status and what's going on with it and how's it going to work.
Yeah,
it's going to start like a comedy series where you're going to be seeing me do skits and doing interaction with certain characters and such that are going to be involved in it.
Okay.
Before we maybe even get to any gameplay, because I really feel that having the spirit of the series be about comedy and writing and bad acting and that kind of stuff like the original series should be what it's focused on.
That's the spirit of the series, is attempting bad acting.
Oh, Phil's playing a game. You know what I mean?
So what he's such a good actor, he had to attempt to be bad.
Yeah,
that
was the point.
Meta aspect of it, yeah.
That's why they were bad.
Setup episodes, get the premise of the series rolling, and then once the series is finally rolling, then we can say, okay, well, on each episode, maybe we have a special guest who could be involved or something like that. Keep in mind, it's an interesting premise, but at the same time, I haven't written the series out to that point yet. I definitely have milestones in the series of things that I'm planning on doing, but not necessarily.
That was it. That was the end of it. No logistics were thought about. He didn't have any sort of plan in place. Just thought about it.
It's very much an idea at this point.
Really things that I've set in stone that this is what I'm going to do. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm very excited to redo Project 7, or not redo, but reboot Project 7. For its original intention and purpose. That's going to be coming in February. At least I'll be working on it in the...
Oh, cool, guys. You hear that? It's coming. It's definitely not just a trailer either. He's very excited for that. Hear that? I'm very excited.
Conveniently, we are starting our Patreon at the same time.
Very
Next
cool.
Original intention and purpose. That's going to be coming in February. At least I'll be working on it in the month of February. I don't want to promise anyone that, it's definitely coming out, episode 1 or anything like that. I think you're going to like it once it's out, but I think a lot of people may. I just want to, up front, I got to tell you this. It's not going to be like that series from 2012.
Oh my God. So this is what he's going to do, guys. He's bringing back the shitty Project 7 that he made himself, and he was just going to do it himself. There's no Patreon part of this. It was just his idea to do it for the fuck of it. Am I wrong on this? That's what it sounds like.
That's the way he's making it sound. He hasn't mentioned a Patreon yet, but it is weird that they go hand in hand. If he starts the Patreon next month and he's talking about doing Project 7 coming next month, I mean...
Yeah.
I don't know. Weird coincidence.
It's really weird. Yeah. He's just doing it for the hell of it, like doing that extra work, which he never ended up doing, by the way, as you might expect.
Where it was amazing with all these graphics and great editing and No. No. That's not what it's going to be. It's going to be very different, but I think that people will still
I
find
can't do all that fun stuff.
entertaining. Okay,
I can't do all that good stuff.
Soon.
Okay,
more of the bad acting type.
I think you're right, though. He said that more on that coming soon. Maybe he knew Patreon was going to be open next month, so he like had that. This is going to be a great goal. People are going to love this. I think.
Well, if I remember correctly, this goes right into that, which is one of the like top tier, the $1,000 tier or whatever on Patreon, wasn't it? He was talking about flying people out to do some of the shots for Project 7. So it's almost like this motherfucker wrote this question.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Sir dies a lot. That sounds like the guy.
He wanted to set this up. Yeah, you're right. Spinny Workman Jensen in the house says AI upscale Ask the King. Sounds like he would do it. Oh yeah, he would love it. He would love it. AI upscale it. Cameo, someone did do it? In the old one, you mean, Doomer? Not the new one, right? Because it never happened. In the old one? Oh, no. I know what Doomer's talking about because I did a deep dive on this. Someone did sign up to do that and they were into that idea, but it never happened. Right, Doomer? Want to make sure my memory's correct on that. Someone was
That's
like
the way
interested
my memory
in that.
serves it.
Yeah, interested in doing it, but it didn't happen. Yeah. Big Us Vikes, who says Atlus is already planning the next fake date night. He is. That's next Sunday, I bet.
Right? What?
That's what happened last
I got
week.
roped into in-law style Mother's Day dinner, so
Right.
you can't blame me for that one.
Is that fun, or is it is it like, oh yeah, how things going? Oh yeah, great.
Well, I had a good meal. They're all right.
Okay.
They're all right.
Okay. Just checking. Let's go.
All right, next question. Hey Phil, I know you've been doing you've excuse me.
Oh, it's a spot in the countdown. Big ups, Doomer. Thank you.
I flubbed that one. I know that you've been a long-time gamer making videos on YouTube, but have you ever just sat down and played a game without going on YouTube? Like I said, I understand that your job is making games on. I guess he was making gameplay footage on YouTube. But have you just sat down with the controller and just played a normal game without it being uploaded anywhere? And that's from A Roman 318.
No. Stupid. Why would I do that?
I don't have any time, bitch.
Yes and no.
Waste of gameplay.
What I mean by that, have I played games offline, completely offline, that you have not seen me stream or play like a video of? Yes. But those games are few and far between. Those games are usually games that I'm playing when I'm traveling, like if I'm on a plane or something. And
okay, so like 3 times a year.
Usually, it's not anything that I probably
should have just recorded it with the camcorder over the 3DS on the plane. I want the plane footage.
For example, while I've had my YouTube career, I played a ton of JRPGs on the Nintendo 3DS. I actually played some games on the PS Vita when it was new. I played just more recently. I was playing games like that. The Zelda. I can't even remember what the name of it is now. The one that was the sequel to Link to the Past. I seriously can't even remember the name of it. That's how long it's been since I played it. But I was playing that when what came out here last year to check out Seattle. I was playing that on the plane and stuff. And I got pretty far in it. Well, not really pretty far. Probably not even halfway. But yeah, that's the kind of opportunity that I take to play games. I don't even know the name of the sequel.
I thought it was Link Between Worlds, but I never played it.
Link Between Worlds, I played it, was not as good as I hoped, but I did finish it, but not as good as I hoped.
Home and I'm not traveling. Usually, I'll be honest, I'm doing some kind of a mobile game.
Phantom Hourglass is hype. And as DSP says, the Phantom Train is also hype. That's fun.
Phantom Train was pretty hype too, not gonna lie. I liked Phantom Train enough. I really can't remember the name of it now. Phantom Train is too funny.
Phantom Hourglass.
Usually, I'll be honest, I'm doing some kind of a mobile game.
What game?
Whether it's, I already told you in part 1, I was playing that Injustice app for a long time. Then I moved over to WWE Supercard. Now I'm playing.
Yeah, he said the thing.
I told you in part 1, I was playing that Injustice app for a long time. Then I moved over to WWE Supercard. Now I'm playing WWE Mortals. I like games.
God, how many WWE games they got? WWE Mortals.
Vince McMahon was just raking in cash from the guy.
I know, man.
Might as well have been on a first name basis with the amount of cash flow.
Games that I can play them, but they're kind of almost mindless. Where I could do it, but I can also be watching TV. I can be
That is so dumb, man. Like, that is the dumbest form of like, for gaming. Like, just killing time is totally cool, but like, that's the dumbest way to spend your money. A game you're not even paying attention to. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
If you're spending money on a game, you at least want to be paying attention to it, right? Like, all right, I want to spend this $20 DLC because I really like this game. I'm gonna get into it. It's not like I'm going to spend $100 on pools. I don't even care, you know?
They'll present a 200-hour game, and I'll be like, yeah, but is $50 enough? Like, is it worth that? I don't know.
Yeah.
But DSP, that's gone in an instant, blink of an eye, and he didn't even look at the screen when he did it.
He's watching Ghostbusters while wasting hundreds. You know what I mean? It's insane.
Yeah.
Watching a movie, I could
like the dumbest way to waste your money. You know?
He's definitely got an interesting relationship with money. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's so wild.
Where I could do it, but I could also be watching TV. I could be watching a movie. I could be doing something else with Leanna, and now I'm trying to do.
Isn't that insane? Like, don't do this, guys.
I'm just tapping away. I'm just tapping.
Let me tell you, there's nothing that girls hate more than when you're supposed to be spending time with them and you're on that fucking phone, man. Like, it's okay to check every once in a while, but if you're just sitting there tapping away like Philip's doing on the fucking gems, that's not good, man. Don't do it, man.
Be watching TV.
It's just a fucked up thing to do. I'm not saying it like to be like some cool dude. Just a fucked up thing to do. It's just sitting there. Yep. What happened at work today, honey? Uh-huh. Yeah. Keep going. Oh, really? I told you that bitch crazy. Keep going. You know, that's very fucked up. And oh God, look at this pause.
I could be watching a movie. I could be doing something else with Leanna, and now I'm kind of doing it as a side thing rather than me focusing all my attention on this game. You know what I mean? Because when you're doing
you should be focusing your attention on your girl, boss.
Yeah, if you're supposed to be spending time with her,
pay attention to anything else.
And they've only been in this house for like a brief amount of time at this point. Like before that, they were.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were only seeing each other like what, once a month or once every other week or whatever the fuck it was.
Not even a year they've been in this house. This is the honeymoon period, like extreme honeymoon period. Just moving in together first time ever. You know, this is time you should be going at it.
Have I actually done a serious game that I never, you know, since I did YouTube or Twitch and I did it and I didn't broadcast it? No, because here's the thing. This is the perfect combination of fun and work for me. I can't tell you how many games over the past few years, because you guys recommended it, that I played that I either never heard of or never would have given the time of day, and I played it and I loved it. I was at Silent Hill. I never would have played that game if people didn't say to play it, and I played the whole trilogy of originals, and I fucking loved it.
Why not?
So that's the kind of thing is that I'm
why wouldn't he have played them?
I know.
Off or on.
Very mainstream game. Okay.
Line with you, and you're liking it too. So why not? If I'm going to enjoy a game, do it and record it and make money off of it while I'm enjoying it.
Especially because didn't he like Resident Evil back in the day? Like, so Silent Hill seems like a natural progression if you ask me.
Next question. This one is from Asherman4201, and he asks the following. He says, hey Phil, I'm a longtime viewer since the days of the original Dark Side Phil channel on YouTube. What is your take on pre-ordering of games? Do you think that the pre-ordering of games is hurting the industry, as developers are offering essential DLC packs as incentives to pick up the game on day one for full retail price? For example,
for the record,
by pre-ordering
DSP loves pre-ordering. Yes. He pre-ordered every fucking game back in the day. He specifically talked about going down a list at the GameStop and being like, yeah, go ahead and put me down for a pre-order for this, that, and the other, and just running down the, so like whatever he says,
write his list out and hand it to him and say, here's my pre-orders, bitch.
Just keep that in mind for whatever he says, because he always likes to flip-flop and shit.
Yes, he loves pre-orders, and I think he's going to say they're bad, but no one pre-ordered more than him. No one pre-ordered more than him. Mr. Extravagant says, are we sure he doesn't write these questions himself? I'm new to this show. Well, that's the thing. There are many times when it sounds like it could be a DSP question, but we'll never know. But there are many times when it sounds like it. I'll tell you that. But
whatever
if you keep
you
watching,
want the canon to be.
Yes.
In Light, it gives you an entirely new
choose your own
game
adventure
mode
style that
to
way.
anyone that pre-ordered it. Okay, then. Great question by
Why'd you do that?
Dying Light, it gives you an entirely new game mode to anyone that pre-ordered it.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Great question by Asherman4201, and this has become a huge topic of controversy in the gaming world over the past year in particular.
WHOAMoses.
And here's why I say that. When you go to GameStop over the past year in particular, and here's why I say that. When you go to GameStop,
dude, that was a sniff.
That
was a sniff, guys. An absolute sniff. Rub your nose.
Bridge of your nose downward.
Then sniff? That's not a usual place to sniff. I mean, sniff your nose smell? What's going on here? What is this? What are we doing here, man? What is this? Watch it in real time. It's crazier in real time.
In the gaming world over the past year in particular. And here's why I say that. When you go to GameStop...
that is just a sniff!
Last year in particular. And here's why I say that.
Shout out my fellow finger sniffers.
Okay, wipe, sniff.
When you go to GameStop, you got to pre-order. You go to the website to buy a game, pre-order. You go on PlayStation Network or Xbox Live to their stores.
Yeah.
Digital pre-order. And I hate to say it, but in this day and age, and I talked about it this past year in the worst gaming trends, the games that are being released aren't complete. When you get this game,
here we go.
It's got bugs,
saying this in
it's got
2015.
issues, the multiplayer doesn't fucking work at all, it won't load properly, it deletes your saves, the frame rate's terrible, and it's like, you wanted my pre-order money. Basically, I gave you my money in advance saying I am basically pledging to you that I'm going to buy your game at retail, and you couldn't do me the service of giving me a functional fucking game at retail, and I had to wait a month for you guys to put out a patch for the game to even be playable. And this is a big problem, okay?
Oh,
in
huge
addition,
problem.
how many people pre-order these games, put money down, and then later on change their decision and say, I don't want to pick up that game, or that game ended up being reviewed poorly, and they end up either going to the GameStop, and the GameStop's like, well, we're not going to refund your money, but you can easily transfer that over to another game. Basically, once you pre-order...
It sounds like he is bitching about things that he's had a problem with before. Like, is that a common
I don't know
thing?
that. I was just about to ask you, how many times can you recall canceling a pre-order? Like, usually, if I've pre-ordered the game, I'm so sunk in that there's nothing that's gonna stop me now. Like, you gotta really tell me.
I've never, been so excited to pre-order, but then some outside force made me not want to cancel my pre-order. Like, that's only something a DSP would do, in my mind, right? Because he pre-orders everything. So I don't think this is a real common issue people have, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well, we're not going to refund your money, but
the normal guy. He's a totally normal style gamer.
You can easily transfer that over to another game. Basically, once you pre-order a game, that money is the retailer's, period.
Yeah.
That money is in their pocket. That's profit for them.
Yeah.
And then if you actually ever come back and buy the game, they could give a shit. But they got your $5 or whatever it is that you put down on that game, right? Now, of course, there's a flip side to that where there's a lot of these websites. Like, I know GameStop.com, you can pre-order games without ever being charged. Yeah. But I actually heard that if you don't cancel your pre-order before the game comes out, you get charged anyway, even if you never pick it up, which is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. What the fuck? What did you give me? I never picked up the game, so what was the pre-order money going towards? But I
keep track of money you spent or we're gonna spend. I mean, it's on you.
I think in particular,
I'll never understand that mindset. Just cancel your shit. Like, you have money leaving, you should know that. Just stop it.
It's pretty easy to do, right? I mean, we got another sniff face. What's this? What are we sniffing here? Okay, another sniff. God damn it.
A lot of people are up in arms with these pre-orders because, if you pre-order here, you get an exclusive game mode. So if you didn't pre-order the game, you don't get the game mode. Now let's think about this. Dying Light is a good example.
Great example.
Here's a game that said if you pre-order the game, you get an exclusive game mode you can't get if you don't pre-order
Pretty cool, man.
All right? But there were no...
I don't even remember this.
We are seriously sniffing our fingers all show so far. Look at this. Another clear sniff.
Exclusive game mode you can't get if you don't pre-order it.
Watch this.
But there were no...
Right there! Dude.
He did like the cat thing where you inhale with your mouth open for the extra scent. You know what I'm talking about? He did that.
What the fuck are we doing, man?
But there were no... exclusive game.
It stun locks him a bit. Look, he's like, holy shit. Look.
Game mode you can't get if you don't pre-order it. All right. But there were no reviews of the game before the game came out.
He forgot what he was doing for a second.
Don't pre-order it. All right. But there were no reviews of the game before the game came out.
He's gotta like recharge. He's on every interval, you know. He's gotta get his sniff in.
Boomer Ziggy has a very wishful thinking, says Panda Resolute. That's wishful thinking.
Oh, that's foul.
In fact, they didn't even...
No, that's wishful, very wishful thinking.
Ship out copies of this game to people to review it.
I think more likely he just finished his pre-stream ritual, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That would happen in the following year. So.
Yeah, so no one knew what the game was or how it was. Now, we knew it was from the makers of Dead Island, so, okay, it's kind of like Dead Island, but no one knew exactly what this game was going to be, right? It was kind of a mystery.
Who cares? Here we are, I forgot the question. I don't care. 3 days into
the week from the release of Dying Light, and more people are panning the game, saying it's Dead Island with next-gen graphics and a parkour aspect. But it's repetitive. It becomes boring after a few hours. There's nothing original about the game. What the fuck? Why would anyone want to buy this unless they're such a hardcore fan of Dead Island?
Drop kicking zombies off the fucking rooftops. You ever done that, ALT? Revolutionary idea.
Why would you care?
Game again, only this time in a more urban setting than in a jungle setting. And
yeah, it's a more urban setting.
And okay, that's great. But now if you pre-ordered the game, I want to cancel my pre-order. Well, that money's already GameStop's. So now you got to transfer that over, and this is the catch-22, is if you don't pre-order the game, you don't get the exclusive content, but you don't get a review. So you don't know if that game was even worth your time. So you're putting your money down in the hopes that the game ends up being good, and if it's bad, you kind of get screwed out of your money. So there's a lot of controversy.
This is so weird.
I don't understand that point. So the catch-22 here is if you change your pre-order, you never get a review, which I don't even know what the fuck that means.
You don't get a review. You don't get to hear other people's reviews if you do pre-order. But if you don't pre-order, that means you get the reviews, but then you don't get the pre-order content. But
I feel like I'm having a stroke, or this is a dumbass idea. That's kind of the whole fucking idea, isn't it?
They're not going to give you a free stuff for nothing. They want you to say, "I want the game this much. I will pre-order it," and then you get something special if you're willing to take the chance. If you're not willing to take the chance, then fuck off. Don't complain.
It's a lot of controversy regarding it.
I agree.
What is a pre-order? Is a pre-order a guarantee that you get a game on release day? Is it? Because I think that's what it used to be. A pre-order, when you went to a store and you put down your money and said, here you go, it was a guarantee that if you came to that store on release day, you would get a copy of the game. And that's all it was, right? Then all of a sudden, somewhere along this time, it became, well, now you get exclusive DLC for pre-ordering, you get game skins for pre-ordering, you get in-game currency for pre-ordering.
They incentivize you.
And it changed, and what ended up happening is retailers and game developers started using this as a means to create hype for their games and get extra sales. All right.
Right.
Now, here's one thing that
seems like a good idea, right, Philip?
I don't fucking understand
From a business standpoint.
Yeah. Here we go. Now we're in trouble.
Bullshit on it, especially after a situation that happened to me this week. Digital pre-orders. All right.
Yeah, digital.
Digital pre-orders. So.
Right.
I got to ask right up front, what the hell is a digital pre-order? Because, like I just said, a pre-order means that you're putting down money to make sure there's a physical copy of the game at the game store so you can get it on release day and play it as soon as possible. If a game's being released digitally, you can get it as soon as it's released digitally. There's no physical interaction that has to take place. So what the fuck is a digital pre-order? All you're doing is giving your money to PSN or Xbox Live or whatever it may be early for a game that you can buy anyway.
Yes.
So what the hell? And then, of course, well, there's incentives. If you get a digital pre-order, maybe you'll get a theme for your console. In some cases, like what they're doing with PSN and Xbox Live, well, you can pre-download the game early, so it's on your console, so at the crack of midnight, you can play it immediately and not have to worry about, you have to download the game, everyone trying to do it at midnight, and now the internet's slow because of it or whatever.
I'm glad you brought this up.
So,
because specifically when Fallout 4 came out, I had to do that, and I was downloading the game for like 3 days. I shit you not. My PC just had to be on. The internet was so bad that this was what I resorted to. And I played on release, and I had a good time. And I skipped school the next day to do that.
Now, hold on. Was that your parents were okay with that idea, or you had to lie to stay away from school?
My parents have been okay with me skipping school for a very long time, since I was in middle school, because I don't miss days. I don't get sick. I always did my homework and all that. So when I was like, I don't want to go today, they'd be like, all right, cool, whatever. You're allowed to miss like 4 days a semester or whatever. Who gives a shit?
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I remember my tales of downloading something for a long time is when the internet first came around and I was of that age. I would have to like load up an image I wanted to see. Like of a beautiful woman, definitely fully clothed and not doing anything sexual.
Of course not. Of course not.
I would have to get it loaded, turn off my monitor, so of course parents don't know what's going on, and then check in on it for an hour later, then it's okay, it's up. Cool.
I believe you've told me before you would tell them that there was something going on with it and they shouldn't touch it or it's going to mess it up.
Yeah, that was a great one. Oh, yeah, I'm updating. I'm doing something with the computer, guys. I'm updating some stuff, so just don't touch it, okay? Don't touch the computer for a while. And if you were like, 30-second videos, that's an overnight thing. That's overnight jobs. You know what I mean? So those are a risk because you wake up in the morning and you're kind of excited like Christmas morning, but sometimes something would go wrong and the presents wouldn't be there. And that was big downer, though. But it's okay. We got through it.
Pretty much the worst case of this whole pre-order fiasco. And the problem is a lot of times people are getting fucked. Case in point, I'll give you one direct example from my experience.
They were downloading those 30-second videos, I guess.
Yeah.
Pre-ordered the Grim Fandango remaster on PlayStation 4. Why? Because it said you could get it the day before, which I wanted. I wanted it on my console and ready to launch so that on launch day, I could easily, peace of mind, just launch it and we're ready to go. Okay? That's why
that sounds like a benefit.
Yeah.
really got it. Now, of course, in addition to that, I guess I got a theme for PS4 or something, which I haven't even used. Sony completely fucked up the launch, okay? If you pre-ordered the game, you couldn't get it. You could only get the game if you bought it outside of the pre-order. Because if you pre-ordered the game, what happened was at midnight, when the game was supposed to go live, the game did not download. Instead, it auto-downloaded the activation code for the game, but not the game. Huh? So your console thought the game was installed and you had license to play it, but the game didn't exist. So then if you went to re-download the game, you couldn't because the console thought it was on the the console. To make matters worse, you couldn't delete the activation code, so you couldn't tell your PS4 that it wasn't there. And as of right now, it's still fucked up for what I'm to understand. You still was never fixed by Sony. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Now, this is just one example. I'm sure that Microsoft has flubbed it, and Steam has flubbed it, and everyone's flubbed it. Digital pre-ordering, what's the fucking point? If the game's available, give it to me. If it's not, don't.
You just listed like 3 fucking points. What do you mean?
They want you more incentivized to buy the game, give you their money, give them your money earlier. That's pretty much it, right? So if you don't like it,
they give you exclusive shit. You can download it earlier, and you can refund it if you change your mind. Like, what is the...
Oh, Tony T is a good point. DSP fans pre-order fast food meals for hype now. Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
DSP himself will pre-order DoorDash for the next day. Like, that's intense.
Oh my
DoorDash.
God, you're right. He schedules it. I forgot about that.
He pre-orders DoorDash, man, for the next day. Have you ever done
Those
that?
drivers they're hot, dude. They're in demand. You never know when you're going to get a...
No, Stradivarius, he admitted to this. He ordered it the night before breakfast. Like, he did that.
Yeah, because they had big plans. They were going to go out on the town or whatever. They wanted to get it over with quick.
Pre-order the DoorDash. You don't even get incentives in that point. That'd be kind of cool. What if McDonald's did that? Like, if you pre-order breakfast tomorrow, you get an extra hash brown. I'd think about it.
If McDonald's hit me up, I got an idea that I didn't just steal.
Dude, I think we're changing the game right now. We need to get on this. I don't know how we can monetize this. Let's call DoorDash and make it happen.
Screw Klarna for a pizza. You don't need to split your pizza over 4 easy installments. I think you need to pre-order your pizza in order to get exclusive deals.
Yeah, think about, if you pre-order, your food, a week in advance, you get extra topping on your pizza or something. Or exclusive toppings. Only the special.
Oh, the premium members, they get their pick of the litter. Okay.
We're thinking. Think about it, guys. All right, well, if I don't...
I'll be on the phone with Ronald later.
That idea is now copyrighted, okay? So don't do it. Don't steal it, dumb fucks.
I paid $15 for Grim Fandango Remastered on PS4. I still haven't gotten the product, and I've had to go buy it on Steam, and I'm playing it on my PC now because I didn't want to wait. I wanted to play it. So it's absolutely ridiculous, right? It's absolutely ridiculous. And
I agree.
I can understand all this controversy and uproar about, wow, what the hell has happened with these pre-orders and what's the... They 1,000,000% benefit the retailer. And
exclusive pizza box art. Yeah, you get the pre-order box. It's awesome. You can resell those.
1% benefit the game.
I need Ronald to sign it, please.
The mixed secret menu options. Yeah, you're getting it.
If you're going to go physically pick up the copy of the game and you want guarantee that copy of the game will be there on launch day, it benefits you. But now you didn't decide on if you want to buy a game until 2 days after when reviews came out. Oh, by the way, you don't get any of the exclusive content because you didn't pre-order, and there's no way to ever get it again.
Yeah, he's just repeating himself anyway. Like we already talked about
But the industry is using the pre-order as a means to judge sales. They were touting games like Destiny, the most pre-ordered game in history.
Yeah, that's pretty.
But that doesn't mean your game is good. It just
it's just something to say for marketing, dumb fuck.
Yeah,
it's like what? Something you say for marketing?
It's to appease the shareholders.
Yes.
To make your name look gooder. What do you want?
It means you hyped the fuck out of it, and people thought that it was good because you hyped it. Not that the game actually was played and was deemed good. It means nothing. It means money in your pocket, and it is totally anti-gamer making a statement like that. So I definitely understand.
I don't know that making the statement is anti-gamer.
Controversy around pre-orders. I personally pre-order games that I want to physically have copies of.
Yeah, definitely.
But more and more these days, I am finding myself going for the digital version. Simply because it's the convenience of not having to drive to the game store
lazy.
to pick up a physical copy of the game. But on the flip side of that, I don't get any trade-in value when I do a digital version of the game.
Damn,
so it's kind of like,
$2
what is your life
for your
situation?
$60
Do you have lots of money to throw away?
What are you going to do?
And you could just do that without having to worry about ever trading in games again and getting some money back. Get the digital version, right? But I don't know. I digress. I definitely understand the controversy. My thoughts are they are definitely pro developer, pro retailer, and very, very little bit of pro gamer in there. Okay?
Good point, man. Definitely a very rational thought.
I'm glad he pre-ordered the latest Doom game this past week. I'm glad we did that.
Yeah, definitely. He loves it so much. Foil Grip Timmy says, "Turn around, look at what you see." I'm not singing the whole thing. In her face. Okay, that's this. I thought there was going to be some kind of joke here, but you're just singing "Never-Ending Story," sir. There's not even a joke hidden in there. But
I didn't know that was even Never-Ending Story. I'm down with
Never-Ending Story, though. Please, I mean, you don't need to tell me. I'll watch that anytime you want. Foil Grim Timmy, what a film!
It's a movie.
What a film! Yeah, they made a movie out of that.
I thought it was just a song.
No, hell no, dude. The movie is what makes it.
Next question. Let's see here. This one I'll just make quick because he had a book paragraph about it. But basically, a lot of people ask me this.
It's had a big paragraph about it. But the reason Foil Grip Timmy did that is, yes, Invisible Mute, because Philip's stories are always never-ending.
Particular Trinity 11 asked me, "Will I be playing the new Monster Hunter? Why and why not?"
Everyone's saying ban you now for that never-ending story take. I can do it if you want, guys.
I wasn't alive. If no one shows me these things, I don't watch them. What am I supposed to do?
I saw an interesting comment. Someone said, a lot of our movies we love are just the random movie we had at our house while we had a lot of free time to watch when our parents were at work during summer and stuff. And I kind of think that's true. I really think that's true. They become part of your personality, even though they're not great movies, but they become great movies because you have endless time to watch them over and over. You know what I mean? I think we all have some movies like that.
Right. And there's tons of childhood movies that I have, and they're not all these movies from the 1950s or whatever the hell you guys are talking about, okay?
Hey, listen. Hey, easy. That's a step too far. 90s, all right? 90s.
Played a Monster Hunter game. That's the bottom line. I almost know nothing about it at all. It's one of those series, I believe, didn't they come out in the PS era, right? Or wasn't it in the handhelds during that era, the PlayStation 1, 2 era? Then I missed out on it. Now, this is like the fourth version of the game or whatever. And
for me, that movie is the Little Shop of Horrors. I had that movie, and I thought that was the best movie of all time, peak cinema. But that movie does fucking rock, though. So, that's the thing. Another one for me, though, is The Last Unicorn. That movie is not as great as I remember it, but it's still awesome. Right? So, I still defend it to this day, but it's not as great, kind of, but it was still awesome. So, don't talk down to that movie, but I fucking love that movie.
I think didn't it come out last year? And I didn't.
Atlus has no idea what we're talking about, by the way.
I didn't think I had to repeat myself by saying I haven't seen that. I don't know what that even is.
Just to make sure. Yes. Little Shop of Horrors. Georgie York. That's a Little Shop of Horrors was they did a remake of it. It was much different though. I like the original.
Now I
better.
think I seen the one Georgie's talking about. I don't know if I seen the other one.
yeah.
Can you even play it for Wii U? I don't even know. But I guess it's coming out for 3DS, and people are asking, am I going to be playing it? From what I understand, keep in mind this is completely by hearsay. I could be talking straight out of my anus, and I'll make that a preface because there's times when I do this, and then people say, well, Phil,
what are we doing out of our
talking
anus?
straight out of my anus, and I'll make that...
We're talking straight out of our anus.
A preface because there's times when I do this, and then people say, well, Phil was completely misinformed, and he's an idiot.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just speaking off of what people have told me about the game, so I could be completely wrong here, and I'm prefacing this by saying
Go ahead, please.
I've heard the games are very long. They take a lot of time investment. There's a lot of learning curve if you've never played one of the games before, and they require grinding. Now, I could be wrong on any of those points, but if that's
hate
true,
grinding.
Number one, that doesn't even sound like it lends itself to a good playthrough. You know what I mean? A longer style, grinding style action RPG that's going to take a million years.
Hold on. What?
A longer style, grinding style action RPG that's going to take a million years to get through. I just got through games like Far Cry 4, Kingdom Hearts 2.
Grinding style, long style. Oh, Native Mama Mac and Me. Mac and Me is hype. Not great, but hype. Like, you watch it. And then Atlas has no idea what we're talking about. Have you, you know the fire scene of that film? It is so, okay, I'm showing that. Hold on.
Yeah, pull that up. Pull that up.
It's ridiculous. Hold on. All right. Like, you don't recognize it back in the day, but like, this is so dumb. Like, well, okay, yeah, that's it right there. Watch this. Okay. So, look at the effects in UC. So, look, what they did was they just took that exact outline from the real one. Like, this is real, I think. Wait, where does it go to? Like, this is real. This dude's just sitting here real.
We really blew up this mall.
Yeah. So there's just a guy, it's not a real dude, but they're trying to make it. But then they took that exact outline and watch. They just moved it over here, and it's so obviously not there. It's very weird. So it's just sitting there, but it's very clearly not there.
They put the PNG just smack in the screen.
They just put it right there. Classic film, though. I mean, this one, you can't go wrong with these guys. Look, Atlus isn't ready. Look at this. Did you expect to see this today? Look at this. They have aliens, and they shoot guns. Like, this is pretty cool, right, Atlus?
Yeah, that looks great, Grandpa.
Yeah, when you were little, you didn't have this kind of stuff, did ya? Come on, this is how we rolled.
Nope.
Very normal. All right, anyways, let's move on. Atlas' mind is blown by the awesomeness we had.
Dragon Age Inquisition, which took me over 2
Yeah. Blown is the way to describe it.
The wheelchair bit is so overdone. I know. Conan O'Brien does the Mac and Me bit with the wheelchair over and over. Yeah. Come on. I guess we have to do it now.
That's the barbarian fella?
Hold on. No. Here. We'll watch this. You'll get it. Here we go. A lot of people are asking for this. We'll play it. Here we go.
See, that's awful. I hate that.
You love this. That's Mac.
Oh, this is the Mac?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Mac. Oh, no!
Oh, he's Jade style? I didn't even know.
It's a long story.
It can't be that long. They put it on a VHS.
Whoa! I like how, I guess. So we grab onto the handles and we just fall down without. I guess we would hang on, I guess, right?
But you don't want to be separated from your fight. Hey, those are kind of expensive. I don't know if you've ever looked at the price.
I mean, what are you going to do at that point? Wow. Woo. So anyway, Atlas is going to watch this weekend with his girl. He said that.
Yeah, I'm going to make my girl watch this with me for sure. She's
I recommend it.
2 months to beat. I just played a ton of longish games. I don't want to necessarily jump into another game that's going to take me 5 weeks to 5 months to beat. Mm-hmm. In addition, I know that there is a kind of a hardcore fan base for the game, but I'm not one of them. So again, I don't even know what to expect. And chances are, if I try to learn the game on the fly, I'll get, Phil didn't ever play this game. Here comes another, montage of Phil sucking in a new franchise that he never played before, even though everyone else played it. He didn't even know that to use a healing item, he has to open up 2 menus, hold 3 buttons, and spin in fucking place. We all knew that.
Good point.
So why put myself into a position for a game that I haven't heard a lot about? I don't know if I'll really enjoy. Might not lend itself well to a playthrough, and I'm probably going to suck at. And that's kind of the perspective I'm taking.
So
when
this
I'm
is just confirmation then that he's actively keeping himself in a box because he's scared of people making fun of him on the internet. This is just telling all of the trolls, this is working. You guys are getting under my skin, and I'm limiting my own behaviors thanks to you.
Yeah,
how cool.
Because we are, let's say, 1 year into the life of this So You Don't Play, and it clearly affects him a lot. So,
Hunter. Now, I could be completely
specifically
wrong,
to the point where he's talking about you have to use X amount of menus in order to use the healing item, akin to the ration in MGS.
Exactly.
So
that's a deep scar.
Rent-free that is sitting in his brain, dude. Come on.
Deep scar there.
If you think that this is a kind of game that I would definitely like, a game that wouldn't be an insane grinding time investment, a game that people would like to see the playthrough of, and I won't suck terribly at it, let me know. But from all intents and purposes where people have told me that's the case, so why would I check out Monster Hunter? That's just what I'm saying. Let me know your feedback on that, okay?
Okay. Well, you won't take it.
That was all out of his ass, though.
So. Yep, and he won't take anyone's feedback anyway. He'll just call them idiots. So,
question is from Atlas Damax, and he asks, "Hey Phil,
Here it is. All right, Atlas sending in questions when he was a wee lad, still in high school, skipping school. Here we go.
Question
I was
is
not
from
born
Atlas.
at this point, so.
You were not born in 2015? I refuse to believe that.
No, wasn't alive.
And he asks, hey Phil, if I recall correctly, summers are usually your downtime for major game releases. Would you perhaps consider playing the original Saints Row, or maybe try out Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep? Now, 1 million people have asked me, when am I playing Birth by Sleep? So I just...
You a big Birth by Sleep fan?
No, I was more of a Saints Row fan.
Okay, so you did like Saints Row, though.
He did.
Makes sense, makes sense.
I watched that. This is how you don't play with Len not that long ago.
Actually, address that, okay, in this particular video, because I want people to understand what's going on with Birth by Sleep. A lot of people really liked that I played Kingdom Hearts 1. I think even more people liked that I played Kingdom Hearts 2 because I approached it a different way. I didn't try to rush through it, and I really enjoyed Kingdom Hearts 2. Okay. I want to play Birth by Sleep before I play Kingdom Hearts 3. Because from what I'm to understand, it's critical backstory. It is a prequel, but it kind of ties a lot of things together that happened in Kingdom Hearts 2 that I didn't necessarily understand. And if I play it, it'll give me the necessary backstory to have everything as an understanding in my mind moving into Kingdom Hearts 3.
Nah, you'll probably hate it. You probably won't understand it anyway.
But we don't know.
I was just about to say, you really think DSP's piecing together the timeline? You think he's got all the events sorted around?
Nah.
3 is coming out. We have no clue. Nintendo is not giving us any kind of a hint. Well, not Nintendo, excuse me. Square Enix, what I meant to say. I don't know why I said Nintendo. Ugh. We don't know. We don't know. Let's say Kingdom Hearts 3, halfway through this year, E3, it gets announced. It's coming out summer of next year. Sounds like a great time that between that announcement and Kingdom Hearts 3, I'll play Birth by Sleep. But I just played Kingdom Hearts 2. We've got plenty of other stuff. I'd like to do more variety of stuff to do right now. And that's what I'm really focusing on. Yes, I will eventually play Birth by Sleep, but it's not coming out anytime early, all right?
Birth by Sleep is a terrible name, by the way. Now, I don't know that it's worse than 365 by 2 or whatever the hell, but Birth by Sleep is pretty bad.
Another game that he said was Saints Row 1. Would anyone want to see me play Saints Row 1? I don't know. I never played Saints Row 1. The first one I ever played was Saints Row 2. That was actually one of my earliest gameplay footages. It wasn't even a full playthrough. It was just footage of certain scenes that I put up on YouTube. If people actually would want to see me play Saints Row 1, I'd consider it, but I don't know if anyone would even care.
He does end up playing that in wow. Very recently, actually. He does end up playing Saints Row 1 in 2022. So there we go. He played it for the Xbox 360 version. There we go. And let's see if he played Birth by Sleep.
He was terrible at Saints Row, by the way, as you could imagine. He can't drive worth a shit. That'll never change.
And he would never play Birth by Sleep. So there we go.
Something I need your feedback on. All right, next question. Oh, this is a good one, because I have some significant stuff to say about this one.
Finally.
What are your thoughts about Club Nintendo shutting down at the end of June? And in particular, this was asked by God Revan or Revan. I apologize, I don't know how to pronounce it. But this was a question that lots of people tweeted me about when it was announced that Club Nintendo is shutting down in the middle of this year. Some background, everyone. What is Club Nintendo? Club Nintendo.
Club Nintendo.
Jesus Christ.
Is the fan service kind of fan club for Nintendo, by which, number one, you get information about new releases. Number two, you get points when you buy Nintendo products. You enter them into this club. They accumulate.
It's like Marlboro Miles. Like, if you smoke enough cigs, you can build up miles and buy shit from a catalog for free. It's basically that system for Nintendo.
And you can redeem
but
those
instead
points
you can get pins instead of an entire
those
jacket
pins
that
are
looks
hype.
cool as fuck.
for prizes. And number three, if you hit a certain number of points in a year, you become like a gold or platinum member, and you get a special prize. All right.
It's like casino system, a casino system where if you play enough money, they'll give you different levels, and you get free shit with your levels. It's just a way to keep you spending
free
money.
Shit after you spent $1 million. I love that.
Spend more shit, they'll give you like 1% of the value, so you keep spending more shit.
Now, it started in June of 2006, was it? It was like the middle of the 2000s when this club started. I think they're saying it lasted 9 years or something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
And apparently when the club started, Nintendo was so popular at that time because the Wii was like the biggest thing. They said, we want to give back. And there was like crazy amounts of good swag. In fact, if you ask John Rambo, he actually got this crazy, like, accurate Mario replica hat that you can actually wear, and it's like Mario's hat from Super Mario Brothers.
Oh,
that's
my
an
God.
awesome piece of collectability that maybe people would love to have. And the thing was, these were items you could
Mario
only get
hat,
through Club
never been
Nintendo,
done
so they became
before.
insanely popular collectibles that were worth a ton of money. Over the past 9 years, these rewards have gotten progressively worse every single year. When I
found the hat! The Club Nintendo official original limited Super Mario hat. You can buy that for $22. Look at this. This is a high quality hat. All right.
doing Club Nintendo, and I think it was like,
Ooh, Old King says, I know I'm late, but Little Monsters was my movie. Little Monsters is a good movie. Didn't have that one. That's one of the ones my friends have that I probably saw once. But yes, that was a classic back in the day movie for sure.
2011, when I first started seriously doing it, my big reward for the year was I got this cool collectible 8-bit pin set from Super Mario Brothers featuring all characters and sprites from Super Mario Brothers.
Pin set, he loves it. You love it.
That you could set up and do artwork and stuff with. It was really neat.
Correct.
In addition, that year
Howie Mandel plays a role in Little Monsters. Yes, I don't know about the piss is a little bit of a crude way to say it, but yes.
redeemed my codes for like a collectible card set. I think I had a calendar, like 3 or 4 neat things, a poster set that I had. Those posters hung up back in my condo in Connecticut. So those points were pretty valuable. The next year was a little bit less.
Oh.
The next year was a little bit less, and now it's come to the point, and I complained about this in the past year, Club
Imagine
Nintendo,
that.
all you can get with the points are digital downloads of games. And I'm not talking like, oh, wow.
Remember, this is all free shit. They don't have to give you it all. They're just doing for fan service, like you said. Keep that in mind.
can get Mario
thanks
Kart
for reminding
8.
me. I forgot.
Uh-huh. They're just giving you free shit for no reason.
No. Oh, I could get, the newest game from Nintendo if I get a ton of points. No. It's like old retro games that you could download on your Wii U or your 3DS that most people don't have an interest in, which is probably why they're giving them away in the first place. All right. So if I
But
wanted
he's
to play
a
Donkey Kong
passionate
Jr.,
retro style gamer. He should be like the exact person that this is for. He could even play some of those games on his streams and have an excuse to do so.
Oh, no, please, no. There's games no one wants anymore.
I would play Donkey Kong Jr. I'm not gonna. I have all these points accumulated. Now you want me to, put them in for some digital download I'm never gonna play. And that's unfortunately the case. Is Nintendo all of a sudden this year, after a year of only having digital things, not even physical collectibles anymore, just made the announcement that Club Nintendo's going away. It's gone for good. They are gonna have a new fan appreciation program starting later this year, but they have not explained it. They don't know. No one knows what it is. And basically, if you have a ton of Club Nintendo points saved up like me, I do. I have a shitload of points I never spent. They're worthless.
Yeah.
Because they go away in June. There's no way to redeem them.
always worthless.
Besides just digital downloads that you probably don't want. And I'm just stuck with my thumb up my ass saying, well, guess what? Worthless points. I put all those in for nothing.
I put all those points in for nothing. I put all those points in for nothing. Oh, man, what are we going to do?
Now...
Ooh, good movies in chat here. Three Ninjas. It's a good one. Hook. Hook is classic. Hook's a good movie. Hook's just a great movie. Labyrinth, great film. I think that's one of those ones, though, that fits the bill perfectly of a movie you had at your house that you loved and you watched so much that you enjoyed it, but probably not that great if you don't have that nostalgia factor.
I did not. I saw it later in life and had a traumatic experience. I do not like The Labyrinth. I put that on my bottom 10 films of all time.
What part weirded you out? The hand part? The hand part
was not the movie. Well, God, that's all I'm willing to say. It was not the movie.
What is it? David Bowie and his codpiece? His nice cockpiece?
No, but I do hold it against David Bowie nonetheless.
He does have
move on positively.
That thing is definitely stuffed. Let me tell you, that thing is stuffed. That thing looks like he's got a real hog in there, but that is not natural. It cannot be natural.
Supposedly, there's going to be a last final push come towards June where they will put up a ton of stuff they're giving away. So I have a ton of points, and I'll obviously let everyone know if I see, holy shit, great stuff on Club Nintendo as like a go out of business present or whatever. I'll let everyone know. But
going out of business present
started out amazing.
Going out of business.
Somehow along the way, Nintendo lost their way creatively with the direction of this program, and now they're getting rid of it for something different that we don't even know what it's going to be. What happened here? This was a way that people were, wow, I'm going to buy more Nintendo games. I'm going to put my points in. This is awesome. And it went into oblivion. What?
Didn't he already state what happened to Nintendo? They released the Wii U.
Much
I know. I don't know what the fuck
that they couldn't even put money into the program.
I'm having more fun talking about movies right now. All Dogs Go to Heaven. What a film. Way worse than you expect. If you watch it back, like there's some weird stuff they probably shouldn't be showing for kids, like the gambling and stuff, but who the fuck cares? We loved it. That was such a good movie back in the day.
Really good movie.
Seen it 10 times easy. That's a summer watch. We'd love it. And remember, like I didn't get the part about like the gambling on the horses and stuff. Like I didn't understand that part at all when I was watching. I was probably too young for that. But it was like, well, I don't get how could she talk to the animals? I never understood that part. But anyways, we got through it. It doesn't matter if you understand movies or not back then. You just watch them. Fox and the Hound. Yeah, I didn't care. Fox and the Hound was too sad for me. That was one that was too sad.
I think I've only ever seen that one once because it's sad.
That's enough. Brave Little Toaster. Oh, let me tell you, I had that. I might still have it back in my parents' house in the VHS with the plastic case, the thick one. We love the thick.
Sitting there rotting.
Won't play anymore, but we had it. All right.
So they just said, well, digital releases are literally free. It's a digital file, minimal upgrade or minimal upkeep to have a digital file be put into someone's game system. Just give that away because we don't want to put any money into the program because we're losing money every year. Honestly, I think that's what it was. Let's see what happens with the new fan appreciation program, whatever it may be, and we'll go from there and judge accordingly. And again, I'll let you know if anything new comes out of this in the coming months.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
This is one of the worst, I think.
All right. Next question.
Yeah, it's up there.
From Last Rambo 341, he says, "Hey Phil, during the last generation, your console of choice for multi-platform games was the Xbox 360. Now, in this generation, you've made the switch to Sony's PS4. Just out of curiosity, what made you decide on the Switch, assuming that a multi-platform game's quality performance is equal among both systems?"
Okay.
Listen, much like what happened in the era of the Xbox 360 and the PS3, the same has happened in the era of the Xbox One and the PS4. Initially, when you lined the consoles up, one console was superior to the other. So during the era of the Xbox 360 for the PS3, first of all, the Xbox 360's Xbox Live service had amazing chat functions, all kinds of social aspect, matchmaking was easier online.
I wouldn't call it amazing. It was an experience. I don't know.
All kind of social aspect.
Games, achievements were really cool, and the Xbox 360 came out first. It came out a full year before the PlayStation 3. When the PlayStation 3 initially launched, it was incredibly more expensive. It had things in it such as Bluetooth and stuff that people didn't understand the functionality of or why they needed it, and they were paying extra for it.
Didn't understand
online capabilities
Bluetooth.
Weren't as good as the Xbox 360 initially. Now, over time, Blu-ray became the standard, so everyone said, well, I want a Blu-ray player, get a PS3, right? So, value added.
Value
More
added.
headsets and things were released for it that weren't Bluetooth and actually sounded better. Value added. The fact that the price dropped. Value added. And the online capabilities of the system became on par with the Xbox 360. Value added. And by the time of the end of the console's life cycle, the PS3 was held in higher regard, and actually more people liked the PS3 than the Xbox's life cycle. On par with the Xbox 360. Value added.
Dance the magic dance. Touch the magic touch. You remind me of the babe. What babe? The babe with the hands. We gotta get some Labyrinth songs going.
Higher regard, and actually more people like the PS3 than the Xbox 360.
I mean, regarded.
To this new current generation of consoles. Upon launch, the Xbox 360 had all these stupid things that were nerfed. You know what I mean? It couldn't even do surround sound out of an optical port. It had all these rumors of limitations and things that were going to be happening with games. You had to buy it with the Kinect, which was a huge mistake of putting extra money onto the price tag.
They nerfed it, obviously.
I cannot pay attention today. I do not care what he's saying.
For a fucking piece of shit peripheral that ended up no one used, just as everyone predicted, right? So all these negatives about the Xbox One versus the PS4 initially had better graphics, had live streaming built into it from the get-go, was cheaper, didn't have a shitty, stupid Kinect that you had to buy. It seemed to have all these positives on launch. So everyone went for the PS4. Now, over the course of the life cycle of these consoles, is it possible that, things are going to improve? Yeah, in fact, things right now concretely. The Xbox One is improving.
Jesus, he really is dancing.
Jump the magic jump. Remind me of the babe. What babe? The babe with the power.
Easily.
Okay,
right. Easily,
done.
if you looked at
God damn it.
Xbox One versus PS4 pros and cons,
We're still
I
in
think you'd have a hard time saying this one is definitively the better one over the other. I think they're kind of on equal ground.
Perfect hand diagram, Philip. Look at that equal ground.
Equal ground.
What the fuck is this? Equal ground. You fall down that equal ground. Equal ground.
And essentially what's going to end up happening to determine what system is better are the console exclusives, which we're about to start seeing, right? We're going to see Halo 5 soon. We're going to see Uncharted 4 soon. We're going to see Gears of War return to the Xbox consoles. We're going to see Sony branded stuff return. And that's going to be the definitive difference maker when you look at these two consoles. So right now, you ask me, well, Phil, why do you get everything on PS4? Because I started like that. Because the games were running better on PS4 because the PS4 didn't have the problems the Xbox One had. Yeah, now they're kind of equal, but I already started getting everything on PS4, so why would I change? And that's really what happened a lot of the time in that last generation. Everyone already had the Xbox 360.
It's a very of-the-time question, if you ask.
Eventually, the consoles equal, or even the Xbox surpassed PS4, yes, but I'm just going along with it. If there's no difference, why buy the other console? It's the same thing. Okay.
Good. Masterfully done.
All right, next question is from Silton of Swing, and after this one we may take a break because I got about one more page of questions left to go, and that could be perfect for part 3. The Silton of Swing says, "Hey Phil,
please
what would you like to
question.
see from Street Fighter V in terms of a couple things? Characters, story, gameplay, and modes. 4 characters have already been confirmed: Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, and Charlie, and of course probably Guile because of Charlie, who's kind of like a copy of Guile in some ways. Parries are now back in the game, but no modes have been confirmed. You could probably expect online play in arcade, which is a no-brainer for any fighting game. Personally, I would like an in-depth tutorial, as I only picked up Street Fighter 4 when Ultra came out in 2014, and it was my first serious fighter. I don't want others to struggle as much as I did when it came to learning the game initially."
Okay.
Well, that's
prediction.
too bad.
Prediction. Yeah, prediction. I was gonna say he's gonna say something like, "I hope they don't make it too easy to do stuff in like a dunted way, though." What do you think?
Yeah, that's pretty much where I was gonna go. I hope that they don't dumb it down too much for casuals. It'll ruin the gameplay experience.
Yes. Rob A is saving us with more interesting stuff to talk about. Thank God.
Yes,
Did you hear
please.
Jones Soda is making cran flavored drinks? I'm dead serious. Oh my God! If that is true, I will be buying.
I need to get me a 6-pack. I need to drink the crayons.
Ah, yes.
I was built for this.
It's real. It's real. It's true. It's damn true. Okay, let's check
what
it out.
color is your favorite flavor?
A lot of people go with magenta, right? Because that seems like, I don't know, a little bit of a mystery there.
Mystery
right?
style, yeah.
But I prefer a dark purple, darker than that. I think I want the deepness, the thickness of the grape to
But
come
I feel
out
like you're
more.
asking grape. Yeah.
I want the grape.
More of I like blue. I'm like a cyan blue style enjoyer. I think that's the best flavor. Green, I think, is always a good option. Usually it's a green apple, a grapple, if you will.
In the morning, I just like my crayons black, though. You know, I don't want to, just to help you wake up, you know.
Well, I don't want too much sugar in my crayons, so.
So here it is, Crayola Jones Soda Company, custom limited edition box, strawberry lime, orange and cream, pineapple cream, green apple grape, and berry lemonade. And the colors they're trying to match are mulberry, orange red, dandelion, magic mint, violet blue, and blizzard blue. Now, I think this is a misstep. I think we could have got colors that we all recognize, right? Like this is...
Don't recognize these colors?
Are these standard colors in your crayon box, Atlus?
Well, we could have... Well, okay, maybe not the name specifically. We didn't have to go with dandelion yellow. We could have went with normal yellow, but I mean, I've seen all of these colors before. We could have gone darker on the blue, if you ask me. Maybe darker on the green.
Here, we'll handle this. ChatGPT will handle this because they know everything. They don't lie. Okay, so what are the most common Crayola colors that are used in the most sizes of boxes?
I do have to agree real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, huge L, them not being crayon flavored. That was a huge loss.
Yes.
I wanted them to taste like crayons.
Mm-hmm. Like I like the primary colors, of course, are the most easy, but I'm talking about the ones we all recognize that aren't like that, right? So, for example,
what does that mean? I'm looking at these colors. I've seen these colors before.
No, stop lying. Atlas is lying.
Okay.
Ignore him. Listen, how about the color brick red? Like we all know a brick red crayon. We've all held that in our hands from time to time, right?
I know what you're talking about, but if you asked me beforehand, I would have told you no.
Okay.
When I was coloring, I couldn't read. What the fuck are you talking about?
32-pack Crayola colors. This is what I'm talking about. Right the fuck here. Lemon Texas gave me a good idea. Okay, color list. Here we go. Here's all the ones we all know and love. It should have included these because I don't know how many people know about Blizzard fucking Blue, right? And I'm not going to take this slander from people in chat saying they know it because they don't. They're lying. And Atlas, you're lying too.
I didn't mean to lie. My bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay, like violet blue. Like that's one you know, but like that's not a classic color, right? I don't know. We're getting so fucking deep in this now. Don't worry, ChatGPT is going to let us know.
Everyone getting deep in this. You're
Chat's doing it too. Chat's in this too. Chat's getting into it. All right, here we go. Here are the classic 32 count colors that I think they should have chosen from, in my opinion.
Okay. Right.
Carnation pink. We all know.
And I have a visual representation.
Oh, come on. Now you're asking for pictures. I can't. Come on. You're asking a lot.
Well, you tell me I know these colors, and then you give me goddamn names instead of colors.
Apricot or apricot, depending on what part of the world you're from. Are you an apricot or an apricot man? You
apricot.
Say the
never heard anyone say apricot.
I literally say apricot. You don't? You say apricot?
No, that's sick and degenerate.
Okay. Fine. Next up. See, this is a meme. Bluetiful. I've never heard Bluetiful.
Never heard these things. See, you say Bluetiful. We know.
Like, you are closer to your school days than me, sir. We all know this. You never can't remember any crayon colors back in the day? Please. Indigo.
I feel like forest green was the color.
Forest green. Great. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Sounds like you're on board. We need those colors like that. Forest green.
Means forest green. I said that the green could be darker, and that's literally what I meant.
Hey, sky blue, right? That's a classic color.
That's true. Sky blue is a classic color, and the berry lemonade blizzard blue could be darker.
Are they? There's retired colors that are classic. Come on, Cerulean 86, right there. They made a crayon out of him. That's pretty cool. We have Timber. They're making up shit now. Timberwolf.
Inside me, there are two crayons, and both of them are Timberwolves.
I'm getting too triggered here. This is ridiculous.
Man's about to spaz over crayons.
What would I like if I had anything I wanted in Street Fighter V?
That what you want to do when they put you in the home? You want to color all day and watch the Never-Ending Story?
Yeah, they'll bring me colors and I'll get triggered. Like, what is this color? What is the color you talking about?
Blizzard blue.
I've never seen this color. Get out of here.
I mean, I could think of
they definitely made
classics.
They need to start with the crayon and then get a soda based on that. But as Father Time is saying here, they did the opposite. They got the soda, and then they tried to find a color to match, and that's bullshit. And I'm tired of it. And I'm sending him an email tonight.
A million things.
All right, you'll call Jones, and I'll call McDonald's, and we'll have all of our ideas out.
We'll take care of that problem real quick. Dark Wolf says a call-in show about nostalgic movies growing up. There you go. Beautiful idea. That would go all night. For sure, that'd be fun. Vike says BMJ is a felon and limbing live need ALT thought. Is that happening right now, Vikes? Is that literally happening right now with Bossman Jack?
Are they sending rat emotes in his chat? Is there a live limb extravaganza?
Where is it? Where even is he live? Like, that's the question. Because I know he goes like Discord streams and stuff. Because he's not allowed to go anywhere else. You know,
real crackhead behavior Discord streams.
Like, where is he? Oh, he just got off. God damn it, we missed it. No, oh, he's on Twitch again. Okay, I can try to find that. All right, we got to finish one episode though. With 7 minutes left, we got to finish this one. All right.
Oh, we're so close. No, yeah, we'll just bang it out.
Absolutely have to say, which probably, unfortunately, still is not going to happen whenever Street Fighter V is released, is online play that's valid. And what I mean by that is a stable connection online play without lag spikes, without input drops, that actually...
Look at this. I went to his stream on Twitch and you're met with this. Just 1 second. Twitch Boss Man Jack's content is intended for certain audiences. It may contain drugs, intoxication, or excessive tobacco use, gambling, significant profanity, or vulgarity, and sexual themes. This content may not be appropriate for you to watch.
It's true. Sure? That is true about a Boss Man stream.
Damn, they make sure. No, the video's not even up. I'm trying to see it, but there's no video from the stream that just ended. God damn it. Oh, no. 41 minutes? Okay, let's see. I'll give it a chance.
That's a long streak for Boss Man. 41 live. Damn.
There's so much muted. Okay, it's not worth it right now. We got to finish this. But I see what you're saying. There's a lot of muted audio, and he's playing Waifu Tower now, which is this game. I'm just showing you what he's doing. He's on a website called Shuffle. And he's playing Waifu Tower, which is just this. And I don't know what the object of the game is. But okay. She is clothed. That's why I checked. I made sure. And then he cashes out with 28 cents in his account. That's all I know. So,
classic Boss Man.
We're going back.
It actually feels like you're playing someone offline.
He probably started with thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I don't know what we started at or whatever, but okay.
Where I've felt that experience. Some games have gotten close. Street Fighter is not one of them. But I've not had that. From what I've experienced playing the game online, yes, can you learn fundamentals? Can you learn basic combos? Can you learn...
So, just real quick, I'm going to end this Boss Man thing right now. So, the most he had in his account, he cashed for... He had $1,500 in his account at some point in the night, and it went to zero. It looks like he got $2,000 up to $6,000.
Cashed out, Boss Man.
11,000. He's withdrawal. He did withdraw some. Okay, we're not going. I'm not giving you live updates. I don't know what's going on enough to tell you.
Yeah, where's the spreadsheet?
Basic gameplay strategies, yes, but when it comes to on-the-fly reactions, footsie spacing, anything that's a reactionary kind of a tactic, you can't learn that online. You have to play offline because of the lag factor when you play online.
What if you have no option to play online? What if you have no option? That's the only way you'll ever be able to play, sir. What should you do then?
That's number one. Unfortunately, I still don't
Okay.
expect that to ever happen in the United States, at least, because we don't have internet infrastructure that can support it. Our internet is poor. It's not government owned. Every internet company is in direct competition with each other, but that just leads to internet that's way different in different areas, depending on what you can get. And unfortunately, I still foresee that no matter what happens, the game is going to suck online.
Yes.
That's just the reality. And at this point, I'll be honest, not that I'm a pessimist, but I think I've kind of lost what I now deem as an unrealistic expectation that online play for fighting games will ever be worthy of being considered competitive play. All right?
This is also partially cope, though, because obviously he's always pushing buttons and he never dropped the move and he's always got perfect timing and it's always the lag's fault. So, like, whatever this is bullshit nonsense anyway.
It's just a way. It's just another excuse, easy excuse he can always pull out. You know, yep, dropped inputs. There it says it again.
Game's fault.
Oh, there you go.
A great.
He says Japan is government-owned internet, which it's not. Absolutely not. But he still thinks that's true. That's why they have good internet in his mind. But that's just not true.
Competitive play. All right.
At all.
Would I like
Was
a
the
great
internet
story
good?
mode with a story?
I guess the
No,
internet
it's-
just started by the time you got over there. So.
No, they had the internet, but it's the same shit here. Same exact, very comparable services when I was over there. And my apartment had it was just all old people. And I had to wait 2 months to have internet even hooked up to the fucking building because no one gave a shit about internet there. So it's not like everyone has internet. It's this magical internet world. That's not how it is over there. And there's many small cities in Japan with 100 people living in the town that don't have internet. That's how it rocks. Because there's a lot of fucking people that live far apart from each other. And the big cities, of course, is nice. But, there's a lot of small places too.
In it rather than just a ladder mode. Yes, Street Fighter has infamously been famous for not doing a traditional story. They'll have a clip of a story at the beginning, then you fight 50 generic people, it's really usually 8, and at the end there's a boss fight and you get an ending, it's over.
Yeah.
But what about games that have implemented really complex and interesting story modes? Just recently, we had Mortal Kombat 9 and Injustice that had incredibly immersive story modes that was like watching a movie while fighting in it, and it was interactive, and it was really neat. Why can't Street Fighter do something like that, right?
Exactly.
Why can't...
Japan is
What story
way
are they
small.
going to tell?
It's like he also pretends that Japan is not the size of California. You know what I'm saying? Which makes it much easier to play other people online, doesn't it, Philip? But yes.
Yeah, well,
they did.
Even if you follow his logic, you need government, internet or whatever, and it is the best in the world or whatever he thinks it is. That's just on a scale that is the United States. Good luck with that. I don't know,
it's
man.
impossible.
Why don't you devise that plan?
Yeah. I'm sure you can come up with something better than Cannon Brothers. Go ahead.
Something like that, right? Why can't... Well, they did. One of the features that I really liked about Street Fighter 4 was initially when new characters were released, you had the training mode, but you also had the challenge mode where you can learn basic bread and butter combos and strategies for those characters. Now, the problem was those modes weren't changed, right? So... what should have happened was, there's an update. Well, now that mode updates to tell you what are the definitive changes that happened with this character, and that should be in-game. It shouldn't be, I need to go search on fucking YouTube for what Combo Fiend uploaded this week to say, this is the change to the character, and it's in some kind of a fucking really makeshift fact that was typed up. That shit should be put into the game. Yep. So if you have Ryu in the game,
what's
different about Ryu in Street
differences are
Fighter
being
5?
changed in a patch, though, that somebody who's using the bread and butter challenge mode, that's built into the game, that's not for them. They don't care.
And who knows about these minute changes he's even fucking talking about. Did
You're
you read
right.
about that on Twitter?
Well, his Fireball has different properties than previous Street Fighters. His Dragon Punch now has these properties, and it's shown to you, right?
Yeah.
Not that you have to figure this shit out, or you have to go look sparsely on the internet until that stuff's available. Figure this shit out.
What on the internet?
Or you have to go look sparsely on the internet until that stuff.
Look, I think we just created a word here. Sparsely?
Yes.
Look
sparsely.
Not that you have to figure this shit out, or you have to go look sparsely on the internet until that stuff's available. But also, yes, if the bread and butter combos change, have a new tutorial, a new challenge mode that teaches you the new stuff with every iteration of the game. I'd like that, but I don't think that would ever happen.
Okay. Next.
Right.
Let's face it, online
Apparently
play for fighting games is stale. It
GTA
absolutely
and
is.
Street Fighter 6.
The one-on-one formula, it is what it is, and just sitting in a lobby with 10 people and having to wait a half an hour to 45 minutes for your turn, and then you finally play and you lose and you gotta wait again. It doesn't work. We have to figure out some kind of a new mode, a new matchmaking system, a way that these people can constantly be playing and having fun with the game. In addition to that, give me some incentive to play the game rather than just playing for the sake of getting points, and the points may unlock a title or something, right? When I play Injustice...
What? He wants it to be a mobile game. He wants to be more like a mobile game. That's what he's saying right now.
What does he get from a mobile game? Even that doesn't fucking offer anything. I don't know what the benefit is.
I have no idea what he might...
him?
Where is he going here? He might say, what, you want your character to get stronger or something the more you play? That would not be good for a fighting game. What do you want? Let's see here.
For the sake of getting points, and the points may unlock a title or something, right? When I play Injustice...
That's on his mobile game he spent money on.
I'm sorry, let me take that back. When I play Immortals now on this phone...
Another mobile game he spent money on. Go ahead.
I'm playing with a set number of characters. The more I play, I unlock more characters. The more I play, I unlock accessories for the characters that make them more powerful. Remember Tekken? Tekken did this recently, where you would earn all these points, you could get all these clothing accessories and everything for your characters. Instead of nickel and diming the consumer into buying 400 costumes, make those costumes unlockable by playing the game more.
He wants it to be a mobile game, legitimately.
Yes.
That's what he wants.
Well, and if I recall correctly, Injustice 2 did this. Like, the longer you played, you got more gear, and it did actually affect your character. And he hated it and said it was a waste of time and super stupid, and you would just play in the default mode where none of that mattered anyway. So
yeah, he
hated his own idea.
He quit because, oh, look at this guy. Look at those fucking points. Just sitting there drinking your fucking Fanta because that guy played more. And he got more shit on his character. Yeah, I remember that. He hated that.
I'm just saying.
He is just talking about cosmetics, in which case, I guess, sure, whatever.
He buys them too, though. He'll buy them.
Some originality thrown into these games to make them more incentive for people to play them, rather than, I want to be a competitive Street Fighter and get YouTube famous because I win matches, so I'm going to, fucking play this game. No.
You don't want people to actually be good at the game. You don't want people to play just for the sake of getting better at the game or having fun with the game.
Well, no.
You want some artificial goal. Got it. Really cool.
We need to basically find a reason to get people addicted to these games that's not that. All right?
What? Gambling? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Get them addicted, huh?
Why would you use this wording? Like, just a player. How can we get these people more addictive? What?
Gameplay-wise, what would I like to see? A game without gimmicks. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Oh, okay, Grandpa. Let's get you back to bed. Here we go.
Back in my day.
We just played for the fun of it, as was the style at the time.
It's a game that I still regard as the best fighting game of all time.
Yes.
Is it perfectly balanced? No. Is it without its own foibles and gimmicks?
Yeah, good point. He just admitted gimmicks he wants in the game. And now he wants no gimmicks. I'm getting confused.
Is it perfectly balanced? No.
Okay.
Is it without its own foibles and gimmicks? No.
Foibles and gimmicks.
Year in and year out, people find ways to win in that game with characters that maybe you thought at first were terrible. They find abusive strategies and things that you can use, and it rotates. And it's not like there was ever a definitive upper class tier that cannot be beaten in that game, right? But that's happened in every other fucking fighting game ever because they all have these gimmicks. Oh, focus dash.
This is such a fucking loser's mentality, too. Oh, there's an upper tier that you just can't beat. Well, you're just not good enough, man. Like, you can say you can be at a disadvantage, and it is within your prerogative to pick the character that is going to make you win. But every character can win if you just zero hit. It's like a Souls game. You can beat it, no hit if you'd like. Good luck, though.
The Pasta Maker says, earliest known hate for meta YouTube vids. Well, he hasn't talked negative about them yet, right? And I don't think in this answer. But let's see if he does here. I bet he might. I think he's kind of like going to say it here because people show you the combos. Let's see.
Oh, fucking parry up the ass. Give me a game that's not
parry up the ass.
Not about a bullshit gimmick that you abuse to win. And then maybe I'll like it. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, in my opinion, as a competitive fighting game, was one of the worst failures ever. Because it tried to bring back a series that, at its core, the series had all these foibles and glitches and things that became a core part of the gameplay. And when the series...
okay, he said you need to watch YouTubers' patch notes about Street Fighter. There you go. So yeah, he did bring it up.
Evolved after 5+ years. It was a really competitive, high-level game that took a lot of hand-eye coordination and skill. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 became a gimmick game about getting one hit that led to a 100% combo. Oh, but someone might break out by doing, their fucking X Factor, and now all of a sudden they win the match. And that's the whole game. It's a flashy bullshit game. It's not a competitive fighter. It's a flashy game for people who want to watch the game. It's not for competitive gameplay. It's bullshit. The game is terrible. Give me a game that's not about that. A game that's about competitive gameplay. You need to put time in to learn the game, to learn the footsies, to learn everything, to learn the execution. Not that you double tap twice and get a fucking Shoryuken reversal with invincibility frames. No, you actually have to do the motion for the fucking move to have it come out, so there's risk reward in the goddamn game. That's what I want. Bring legitimacy back to fucking fighting games.
And stop being about the
mainstream bullshit that I want to sell to every 5-year-old out there who wants to be cool and play Street Fighter. Instead, make it so that it's fun for them, but it's competitive for others.
Every 5-year-old I know loves Street Fighter.
Make the hurdle, the barrier to entry extremely high. That's what we're looking for. We want as little people as possible to have fun with the game. That's what we're looking for. All right? So make it happen.
Well, obviously.
I had this idea.
That's how you keep games alive.
Yeah, we want no one to like it except people that have years of experience.
For Street Fighter 4. Easy mode for the young ones. Challenge, difficult tournament mode, whatever you want to call it, for the serious players who actually want execution difficulty. Those kids can play the easy mode. You can even do tournaments for easy mode, and then you could have the competitive level over here. Don't force me to play a watered-down game for the sake of the masses.
There you go.
There you have it. That's what I want in Street Fighter 5.
Style
Don't water that shit
DSP.
down.
Look at him gatekeep Street Fighter.
Don't water that shit down.
That is it, everyone. It's time for...
Make every game like Street Fighter 2. Exact the same as I know, by the way. Don't change anything.
Another quick break.
Got it?
Okay? When we come back, we got the final page of questions, and that'll be the end of this episode of Ask the King. So don't go anywhere. I'll return shortly.
Where's part 1, bitch? All right, so we finished that part 2. We're not going to watch part 3, but I didn't finish the game I created, and I didn't create it. It's stupid. But I was playing it with Salute Your Snorts. We were playing it, and let's play it with Atlus here, okay? So, as you know, Philip's not the best with geography. He's not the best with math. He's not the best with a lot of subjects. But he did play You Don't Know Jack with Rambo 11 years ago. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the question, and the only thing you have to do is tell me, did Philip get it correct or not, Atlus? That's the game we're playing, okay? So you don't have to even get it right yourself. Just have to guess, does Philip get it right or not? All right? So here we go.
because we answered it so early. Early to answer the points you
Here we go.
Mr. Dad is about to stick the landing.
Turn the chat around, no cheats.
Player 2.
No, classic goat there.
That scores a
Chat around, no cheats.
player 2. That scores
That's like the fake one almost. It sounds fake.
embarrassing. Play this or that and make me proud.
Shut up.
I'm gonna read off 7
insulting me.
names, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's an ice skating jump or a past or current member of the rock band.
Okay.
Oh no.
If it's an ice skating jump, press the U button.
Wow. What is that?
If it's a Guns N'
button
Roses
is that?
member, press
these
the A
two.
button. Player 1, which select
Here we
your
go,
answer
Atlas.
before player 2.
I'll pause it.
You
All right.
get it right, and player 2 gets it
So
wrong.
remember, you're not guessing the answer yourself. Just guessing, will Philip get it right or not?
You get that
No, these
cash.
two.
All right, let's get
See?
started.
It's the layout on the controller.
Absol-
Yeah, right?
I think
or
he gets that one right.
Oh my god!
Okay.
It's AXEL. The spelling was wrong. Axel
There we
gets right
go.
this time. I won't even ask that one. Wally, what do you think? Right or incorrect?
I think he
He's
gets it
guessing.
incorrect.
I think he's guessing on this one. It's an ice skating jump, though. This one's not as good. This is a rapid fire style. The better ones are the ones you have time to think. Here we go, right here. Skip that shit. Here we go.
Huh?
This is better.
Okay,
Coming up
okay.
next,
It's your game, your rules?
Taco
Yeah.
Hell.
Taco Hell.
that shit.
Uh-oh.
What would happen to a Choco Taco in the Choco Canyon? It would melt.
So these are the options. So it's basically a geography question, right? What would happen to a Choco Taco in the Choco Canyon? So where is Choco
Is the
Canyon
Choco
is what they're
Canyon,
asking.
okay.
Will Philip get this correct? Yes or no? I don't know the answer to this, so I'm going to say no. But what do you think?
I'm going to say no as well because I don't
Uh-huh.
know either.
Here we go.
In Egypt.
Choco Tacos were hype, by the way. You ever had one of those, Atlas?
I have had one of those.
Oh,
Fuck all
mama.
your old ass movies. We're talking Fat Boy foods. I love it. I love the
Choco
Choco
Taco,
Taco.
man. Those were peak. Let me show you on screen real quick so you know what we're talking about. People that don't know. People that maybe
All you non-believers.
not in the US of A, maybe didn't see one of these puppies. Oh, mama, let me tell you,
You
inside
never
was
indulged.
all cream too, filled with cream, chocolate style cream as well, with little ribbons of chocolate in there. Let me show you. Inside.
Yeah. Let me get the cross section. Hell yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. You wish you could enjoy this. So many people are coping now in Europe that it can never enjoy.
All the Euro styles crying, seething.
They are coping.
Like shit about
Canada
Choco
too?
Tacos.
I thought they got rid of them, but they're back. Oh, God, I got to get myself one. I haven't had one in years since I was a wee lad. All right, let's go. We both said you're going to get this one wrong. Here we go.
It would melt in New Mexico, it would melt in Jamaica, or it would melt in India.
I guess. I have no
So Philip, you said he guessed.
idea.
I imagined.
Yeah.
Rambo's thinking really hard about it.
What? No.
Get
Player
fucked,
two.
Rambo.
The Chaco Canyon, home to the ancient ruins of the Pueblo tribe,
Yes!
is located in New Mexico.
Yes!
He got it right. What a bitch.
I guess correctly.
Yes!
How far we've advanced in our ice cream taco desserts.
Yes.
Here
A lot
we
of yeses
have
here.
Carby
Yes.
Diem. Oh, hey, my Chinese food arrived. Let's see, did I eat it yet?
Ooh, Asian
I can never
joke?
tell if I already ate it.
Oh.
Well, I'll just skip to the fortune cookie anyway.
Any Asian joke, Philip?
What the fuck?
Oh, he's acting bewildered.
Let's see what she
The
says.
joke was made
What is
for him,
going
so
on?
now he's confused.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Okay, right, because if you did that, you might think The Godfather is about Ferris wheels.
He has to get this right.
He has to know
right?
this. He has to. He's
to know
Italian.
this.
He's from the East Coast.
He's gonna get this right, I feel.
Marionettes, scarecrows, or sharks.
Taking
God,
his
what the hell's on the
Italian
cover of
card
The
if he gets
Godfather?
this wrong. I'm
He
not
doesn't
Italian,
know
by
it,
the way.
Mr. Blu-ray Man. He doesn't know it. Listen.
What?
Oh my God, what the hell's on the cover of The Godfather?
What?
How do you
Players
not
1
know?
and 2.
He's a Blu-ray machine.
The Godfather's
both-
iconic
Yes,
cover
man.
has a
Right,
man
okay.
holding the
Oh,
strings
that's
He didn't
fine.
sound confident
on
though.
it, so I might believe
did
it's about a man
not.
and his puppets.
Aha!
Another reason not to judge a book by its cover, there's almost always a picture on the
Sharks.
cover of books, but almost never any.
Hilarious, Philip.
6 is a robot.
I've been
Where's
using
the
this
street?
instant test and yellow and 25% red. The love child of Smurfette and Hellboy. Child of
Ooh, interesting question here. What ethnic background? Philip would love this question. Ethnic background question.
Oh, yeah, he loves them.
I think, okay, 50% blue, 25% yellow, and 25% red. I think the correct answer, I'm trying to guess, Smurfette and Hellboy? Hellboy's red, Smurfette's blue,
Hellboy's
that's not
red.
it. The Wicked Witch is green, and Barney the Dinosaur is purple. I don't think that's
He was never
it.
good at color math or color science or whatever the hell you want to call it. You're a goddamn artist, dude.
Okay, so a lot of people were saying, Coraz is saying it's Pac-Man and Cookie Monster. Pac-Man, oh, Mrs. Pac-Man. Oh, because she does have the red ribbon.
Oh, because she had the ribbon. Oh.
But why would it be
it's-
50%
yeah.
blue then? Because Pac-Man doesn't, Miss Pac-Man doesn't have any blue.
No, because the Cookie Monster makes up all of the blue. Where
Oh,
Miss
the
Pac-Man
red
would make up
lipstick.
25% red and the 25% yellow, and that would be
All
the
right.
100% baby.
Here we
Come
go.
on.
This is a fun game, though. Here
Miss
we go.
Pac-Man and Cookie
I
Monster.
think he's
Let's
getting
see,
this
Phil-
wrong.
I think he's getting this wrong, too. It took us that long. He's not getting this
Child
right.
of the annoying orange and Shrek.
No
or the
way.
Child of the Wicked Witch and Barney the Dinosaur.
So crazy if it's green and purple.
Players
though,
1 and
on some
2.
Color map.
I
got
see
it.
what you're thinking here.
Felted
Miss
us.
Pac-Man's hair bow is
Yep.
red, but
She's
that
yellow.
wouldn't get passed down in her genes.
Oh, no.
The actual
Oh.
genetics of what would happen if
Jeez.
Miss Pac-Man had a
Smurfette
child with
mobile
Cookie
boy.
Monster. Actual
What?
genetics of what would happen if Miss
The what?
Pac-Man had a
Smurfette
child with
mobile boy?
Cookie Monster.
Is Miss Smurfette?
What you meant to pick. The Wicked Witch is
There you go.
green,
It literally
so
was
that's
green and
one part
purple.
blue and one
That's
part
hard,
yellow.
Told ya.
Barney is
Oh my
purple,
God.
so
Hard,
one part blue and one part
I thought it was
red.
definitely not
So
that,
the
'cause it doesn't have the
child would
colors,
be
you know?
2 parts
Yeah, you guys
blue,
looked this
one
up.
part
If you guys
yellow,
said that
and
in the
one
chat, it's
part
because you
red.
cheated, not because you knew.
Who got that right? Anybody?
Calling you out now. You guys
Nobody
cheated.
did.
It's
Look at
okay.
this. Nobody felt it.
It's like all of us.
Okay, that's a
Play
weird
the
question.
title role in a cartoon adaptation of The Lord of the
Let's try this
Flies. Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig.
Which would be the most suited to play the title role in the cartoon adaptation of Lord of the Flies? Porky Pig. Final answer. Atlas, what's
Okay.
your answer? What's your answer? Let's that. Fuck the normal game. The other game's too boring. Well, how do you answer
Okay.
this?
I'm gonna go Bugs Bunny.
Or Elmer Fudd.
Lord of the Flies, he like controls people,
God.
doesn't he? Bugs Bunny's like big brained. All those
I
other
don't think
characters are dipshits.
I don't think Philip's gonna get this.
I don't know what Lord of the Flies is even about, though. I never
I
read that.
think
never
I
seen
got
that.
it. I could be wrong, though.
I don't know.
Player
I don't
2?
understand it.
Oh, no!
Get
Total
fucked.
points. Nope.
Get fucked.
Right answer coming up. And William Golding's Lord of the Flies. The titular Lord of the
fucking
Flies
pig
is
in
a
the
decapitated pig's head that is put on a spike by a bunch of stranded British
Yeah.
children.
Oh,
that, dude.
I don't even remember that
being
part.
seen or thing.
Oh
I don't remember
yeah.
that part.
I don't even remember that part. Are you pretending you saw this? What? I don't remember that part. How do you not? Okay.
Oh,
I feel like you would remember that if you saw
I
it.
don't even
Yeah, I think it's kind of an important part you would remember, but all right.
remember that
being
part.
seen or thing.
I don't remember that part.
I don't remember that
Best
part.
of all, the
Definitely.
bleak ending of the book would be less depressing if
Okay.
striped tees.
Stripe tees?
And this one's gonna be where flag, a standard set of billiards balls, the Cat in the Hat's hat. Balls.
Okay, this is easy, I think. In a set of billiard balls, there would be seven. I would
Half
say
of them.
balls, flag, cat in the hat.
That's the way I would have done it. Yeah.
Balls,
To be
flag,
fair,
hat.
I don't know how many goddamn stripes are on the cat in the hat's
I don't
hat.
either.
You know,
but
last
I feel
time I
like
seen
it's-
that dude.
Yeah, I feel like it's heavily striped though. So I'm going balls, flag, hat. That's my final answer.
Flag, hat balls,
Philip is not even in chat yet, so he's late. So who knows when we're gonna start?
flag, balls, or hat, flag, balls.
Balls, flag, hat.
What is it? Fewest to most.
Oh, fewest to most?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck!
He's still
Nice
figuring
one,
out the
John.
question.
Nice one, dumb fuck, John.
I'll be doing
both
the
been seen
remainder of
one.
your cash to thing 1 and
Bye
thing
bye,
2.
dumb fucks.
Ah, my
He
God.
fucking picked
I thought it was
what?
the reverse.
5 stripes on the Cat in the Hat's
Oh.
hat. 7 stripes.
His option
what
had
did they
flag
choose?
in the middle. What do you mean he
Hat-
thought it was?
Hat, flag, balls. They picked the dumbest answer.
Both been seen one.
Cash to thing 1 and thing 2.
Oh, my
Watch
God.
how easy this is.
I thought it was the reverse.
Look at these guys. They both have negative thousands of dollars in this game.
Stripes on the Cat in the Hat's
Like
Phil's
big
got-
brains.
Phil's got negative thousands of dollars in real life, so
Yeah, true.
7 striped balls and a standard
7
billiard ball
striped
set,
balls,
and
that's
13
right.
stripes on the American flag.
How come I lost so much more? Okay.
What? Oh, we got felted by the hat. How many hat? Okay, let me see.
How
the
many-
cat in the
yeah,
hat
how many
hat.
stripes are on the
come
hat?
Cat in the hat. We're getting felted by the cat in the hat. Hold on. Cat in the hat. Let me see.
watch him have like 4 goddamn
Oh,
stripes.
now who would have guessed this? I felt like it was more stripes, but you are right. There's 4 stripes on that puppy.
There's 5 stripes on that puppy, but it's okay.
You know, that top one doesn't even count as a goddamn stripe. That's a gimme stripe. There's 5 stripes. All right, I was fine outside. of
Now,
it.
I will
This game's not that funny. I'm done to change. I'm getting bored already. Here we go. Last one.
Plato shouted an Earth, Wind, and Fire concert. Hey, where's time? Hey, where's light? Hey, where's metal? Or, hey, players 1 and 2. Along with a potential 5th element known as ether, or a heavenly substance, Plato and the Greeks believed in 4 major
it.
elements: earth, air, fire, and water.
Yeah.
There you go, Philip. Geniuses. All right, I'm done. I'm
right.
bored with it. Let me see what else I got here on my 2 playlist here.
Yeah. What do you got hiding behind the scenes here? What do you?
I always have a extreme list of things we could possibly play.
And I'm always
here-
so impressed at how much you have, because I never
Uh-huh.
have backup anything. If the clips don't play, I'm just gonna leave.
Well, have you seen? Oh, here's something I can play real stupid real quick. So someone in chat today, in Kick Chat, said the following lines. So I gave it the old Suno treatment, and it came out not too bad. You ready?
Your house is in disrepair. You're so addicted to gambling that you can't even stop no matter how many times you say you will. You drink every bottle to the last drop while spouting you're not an alcoholic, face it, Phil. You're too weak to ask for help, too self-centered. You can't ask friends for help because you stabbed them in the back. You try with futility to blame something else besides your own actions but fail. Welcome to you. Reap what you sow. Your house is in disrepair.
Well, there we go. Big ups to that Kick commenter who said that.
It's not
put
too
that
bad
in.
for an urban style rap generation there.
Have you seen the legendary thumbnail Philip made for this This,
I've been bullying his
Subway.
thumbnails at work for the past like week in a row now. Every time I see one in my feed, I show it to somebody, and I'm like, look how awful this.
This one has like his mouth is not all the way open. It's awkwardly in an awkward spot here. Let's check the comments of this. So the comments are
well, this was a big
fire.
hit, as you know, because everybody loves the negativity style content. Now, if it was positive, it would have only have had like 100 views or whatever.
So we have many. Let's go for newest first. So we have got a BMT. Oh, okay. There we go. Whatever. The most infuriating part of all this is that a lot of his nitpicking could have been solved by just physically going to order the sandwich in person.
Yes, that's true.
At the places where you can literally watch them put it together. Good point.
And I was telling my girl earlier as well. He was complaining about the bread disintegrating, but he got it DoorDashed. He had them make 3 sandwiches and then got all of them DoorDashed. You don't get to complain about soggy bread at that point.
Exactly.
It comes with the territory.
Exactly. Brother, you got to understand that places like Chipotle or any sub place, you got to go there to get more. If you order it, they're going to skimp you. And now you just paid more for delivery fee for them to fuck up your order. Get out of the house and go get that shit. In case they fuck it up, then you can go back and say this is wrong. This guy's trying to give real advice.
This guy's really passionate on his behalf. Jesus.
He only leaves the house once a week and is scared of the outside world. Also, gas would cost him, so you got to open your wallet for him. Oh, yeah.
I need your guys' buy-in.
The Subway tweet has gained some pictures, too. So you saw the Subway tweet he made, right? Obviously.
I did. Yes. And then I seen you left a picture, and I seen some other people were leaving nice pictures.
So like the most recent Subway tweet is now a gold mine. So let's keep scroll down here. We have when you hear Tyrone walk in the front door with fresh Subway sandwiches for the wife. My wife loves the Italian urban cheese.
God.
There's mine. Mine sucks compared to everyone else. There's this one. When you get paid $1,500 to eat Subway after a week of hard work, still too expensive, working at a loss. There we go. Evil AJ. There's Mario Faker. Why am I toxic? Oh, Lugo! That must be Nerd Brew. There it is. Of course. Not as fresh as my Dunkin' Donuts.
Yo, Jake James Lugo posted some workout shots earlier, I guess. Nerd Brew reposted them, obviously.
Yeah, let me see. Nerd Brew is locked in on the JJL content. Here we go. Oh, there's a great tattoo.
There's a tattoo.
Where is it? I know I thought he put it too.
I thought it was just not that long ago. Maybe I made it up. I lied. LOL.
Oh, no. Jake James Lugo at the movies, the Thunderbolts. I will not be explaining who this guy is. Thank you, Nerd Brew. Like, he really takes pictures of the front of the poster of every movie he sees.
He's that guy. He's him.
New earbuds just in time for the summer. New earbud summer. You gotta go. New earbud summer. Oh, he saw Harrison Ford? Oh, okay. There we go. Good job, JJL. Loving it. Okay. Oh, look at this. Look at this drip. There will be 3 songs for Lugo Boy Summer, 1 song per month with a different style. Look at this drip. All right. Done with the Lugo drip. Back to the Subway. Devour. There we go. We have the Dave the Diver image with the hat on. Shoutouts. We have the Flavor Overload. Classic jerk off.
Ew.
We have when you go to a sandwich shop and they tell you they don't make the bread fresh.
He looks so disheveled in that image. Like, legitimately like someone's drunk grandmother.
Oh, you want to see the Toy Story thing? Okay, I'll show you. It's the Gahool guy. It's the Gahool. Meow Block made that. It's Gahool as the Toy Story guy. Oh, look at the boys alive here. He said, "Welcome, good evening, all." But the slideshow has not started, and we're 10 minutes late, Philip. So thanks for that. No claws, hard seltzer. Okay, no, let's go back to this. Authentic Italian herbs and cheese. Subway's still stuck in the past. Wow, in-house baked bread? Amazing. Not like your competitors who bake bread in-house. Y'all need to change something or you are on your last legs. That's who Philip would, like, repeat the tweet from, right? Yeah, I agree with this person.
I tuned into that Subway segment live on accident for all of 5 seconds, and he was talking about like calling the health department and getting it shut down. And I was like, "This shit sucks, man. Turn this off."
Relax,
and then I watched it. I watched it today. It was just as bad as I thought it was. Boy, did he have a hissy fit over nothing.
Just relax. I mean, it's a fucking fast food Subway, man. Just relax. And also, he said, he got called out for the Pete Subs lore. And he
yes, I saw that today.
He retconned that totally. He said, well, my dad told me about that. And there was a sign inside.
His defense is it was decorated the same indoors and my dad said so. So like that's a great defense. I'll make sure to pull that one up often.
So for those that haven't seen the tweet somehow, it's right here. So he says, hey, Subway. In the 15 years I've made DSP Tries It, you officially have the distinction of the worst food I've ever tried. And I used to live 1 block away from the original Pete Subs location that started your entire company. What's your explanation? So my question really is, why does this part matter, sir? I used to live 1 block away from the original Pete Subs. Yes? And? Right? What does this matter in 2025 when you're caroning out about a Subway sandwich you got? I mean, it's so, I can't even imagine why you would bring that up.
It's just like a look at me, I'm special. I should know because I was at the original, even though it wasn't the original by the time I got there.
Yeah, and he really said it's because my dad told me. That's what he retconned it into. Well, yeah. My dad told me. Because Sav called him out and said, "Hey, it changed from Pete Subs to Subway in 1972. 1972, 10 years before DSP was born. So yeah, definitely. Me when I get a whiff of Italian urban cheese bread, classic. We have the thinking one. We have Hogan with Subway. Now that's good. The bread has a robust bready flavor. Snort. Fresh baked bread. With the lick. We have the jerk off. Yeah, go ahead.
I would say, are you buying the fact that he can taste every individual meat in the sandwich and pull it out of his palate to ensure that it's as flavorful as required?
Definitely. Oh, who among us can't taste individual kinds of meat when they're eating a sandwich with 18 kinds of meat in there? Absolutely.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the salami apart from the pepperoni, of course, amongst all the other shit.
The cheese bread and the bread. That's what he said. Is the bread tangy? I'm still going. I have a lot more scrolling to do, guys. You guys are doing good. There's Meerkat. Here we have when your pet horse asks for a footlong and Tyrone appears. There is someone screaming, DSP screaming. Look what your sandwiches have done to my. Look what your sandwiches have done to my king. Yeah.
The hunchback on this fella is crazy.
The hunchback of Subway. Yeah. This one's great. This one's fucking awesome. The perfect girth for this guy. We have Devour style. This is on the Subway account, yeah. This is on the official Subway social media account. Just their most recent tweet. Has nothing to do with DSP. But people, do what they do. There we go.
The poor Subway social media organizer who's got to sift through this today and be like, what is going on?
Yeah, this is the junior at the University of South Florida or whatever that's just doing the internship that said, like, yeah, just make some funny tweets. And they're getting hit with this.
Right.
And they're having, like, a breakdown meeting. Like, all right, how are we going to respond to this, guys? I'm flipping out right now. I just put a normal-ass tweet out.
They could capitalize on it and run like Wendy's would, but I don't know that Subway's got the gumption.
No, I don't think so either. Now they're like escalating it to the social media team is now escalated it to the CEO. You know, like, listen, we got problems. People
We might
responding
dunk
with
on
this
this
guy.
fucking loser, boss. I don't know.
He apparently jerked off once. Like, I don't know. What do we do? Subway is yummy. We have a helmet side fill and the stroke mouth side fill. Imagine running this account, then it gets flooded with DSP. I agree. Look at that. That might be my new fave right there.
I've never seen that image of DSP.
Oh my god, that's the best. You know, we have Vikes, we have the Vikes judge. We have, I don't know if you've seen this, Atlas. We have the positive Vikes, and we have the not impressed Vikes. I think we can do that for DSP jokes now. So what do you think about that joke, DSP? He's liking it. What do you think about this joke, DSP? Well, he's not impressed. He's not as impressed. He's not liking it. There we go. When you don't use authentic, robust Italian bread to make your sandwiches. Don't tell They Call Me DSP he hates your food as he continues to eat it and forces fans to watch him eat while the fans and people around him are under malnourished and suffering from hunger and thirst. Okay. There's the king. There's this. I'm still going. There is so much more to scroll. Hey, Subway.
Hi, Subway. If you support health, if you support flavor, if you support value, if you support...
You support flavor. I support
I'm a big flavor supporter.
Flavor has been underrepresented for too long. We need flavor.
Going to a flavor rally this weekend. I'm gonna hold my sign outside.
humanity, and you don't want to see human beings get ripped off, don't buy Subway. There is no excuse to go to this restaurant and this business and spend your money. So greedy.
See, but he's lying. They offer buy one, get ones on footlongs fairly often on the app, and that's still 2 footlongs, $5 a piece. That's still a hell of a deal. That's the best deal you're going to get.
Most people understand when they're spending less than $10 on a sandwich that they understand the experience they're going to receive, and they appreciate the experience they receive. They're not expecting to get a perfect culinary experience, a 5-star culinary experience. But definitely, yes, very normal thing to bitch about. If you support flavor, stop buying Subway. Come on!
You support humanity and flavor. Don't buy Subway.
Gone, banned forever. ALT is old. Hey, this is ridiculous. Okay, come on. Who said this one?
Catching strays. You're the only view on it too.
This is apropos of nothing. Just ALT is old. I'm going to respond to you, sir, with a hateful image. Let me search hateful. Yes, here we go. I am a victim here, and I'm replying with that. I am a victim. Fuck you. Whoever you are. I know who that is, actually. Here we go. We're not done. Oh, my God. AI. Look at him. He's having a good time. Hello. Oh, man bun Phillip. What do you think? That's a rare sight.
He's got
man
a full
bun.
head of hair in this. Nice.
Hello, guys. We're having fun. There we go. Okay, we're still not done. We've reached the bottom, I think. Let's check the spam. Let's see, the ones that might show offensive content. Okay, yeah, we got the burgers.
That is offensive.
There we go. Oh, inner outer plate, nipping out the Subway. High octane doom stream. And there we go. Well, there you go. What an odyssey we've been on, thanks to Subway tweet.
I was a real big fan when he got on today and said that he had a conversation with his wife about Subway and how they both vowed to never eat there again, despite her not actually having any food yesterday from Subway herself, according to him. Yes, so she just looked at the food and vowed it off forever.
And she apparently, they talked about it like it was a real official conversation they had. Like it's a serious talk.
They had to sit down. Hey, honey, I think we have to talk about what happened yesterday.
Yes, Catherine, please take a seat, okay? Please take a seat. We got to talk, okay? We've been putting this off for far too long. As you know, Catherine, I support flavor. I support humanity.
And this household will support flavor.
So what I enjoyed on stream yesterday, which you didn't get anything of, the Subway, that will be the last time Subway enters this household. What, Philip? Are you sure? Yes, I am sure. And I'm trying to pretending that we don't support flavor here. It's insane to think about. That was a real conversation they had. I mean, come on.
The most important thing he's got going on in his life right now is the Subway from yesterday.
This was funny. This is why he had to do the Bossman Jack update. He is a fugitive, meaning that what does a fugitive actually mean? That means like people are going after you at the time. Is he like a wanted level on Call of Duty? Not Call of Duty.
Got
on
6
GTA.
stars?
Like, what does this mean? So Piece of Peace posted this. 8:30. That's suboptimal. He is a probation. He is a fugitive. So what does that mean?
I think that means that they're actively looking for him.
So there can. So do cops get a picture of him in their wallets at this time? You know, so if you see this guy, shoot on sight, or that, you know what I'm saying? Like, what does it mean? Is he on the no-fly list?
Pretty easy to find. He was just live like 40 minutes ago, so they could probably head to his house and pick him up.
He is streaming. You know what I'm saying? So, person who here we go. He had a person who has escaped from a place where he's hiding, especially to avoid arrest or persecution. So they are looking for him. We're on the look. How did he break his probation?
That's the person that called you old.
I know. Oh, look, there he is. Felted him. I already felted you. You're still here? You already got felted.
Thanks for the money, dummy.
But so what did he do to break his probation? Like drugs, or we're allowed to? I know he's allowed to gamble, right? You'd think, but
how can you stop a man from gambling? Heaven forbid a guy have a hobby.
Really? Honestly, please. Big Ups Faradox says, I do not believe Cat would swear off any food. Now, some might say. I think it's more of a nodding as Philip talks situation, right? I'm not sure she knows what he's even saying, but we're just nodding so the conversation ends soon. You know what I mean?
Well, I can't really blame her.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know what, Cat? We're done with Subway. Here are my 20 reasons. She's like, yep, yep, yes, agree, okay, that'll do it.
Sounds good, Phil. As long as you're still paying and DoorDash is still showing up, I don't care what it is.
That's all we need. AMAC says, flavor supporter here. Hell yeah. If you support flavor, you're in the right spot, all right? If you support flavor, you're in the right fucking place, dude. Honestly. Adult with a business degree says, Atlus, DSP can see single frames of animation in Street Fighter, so of course he can taste individual meats. Gotcha there.
I forgot.
Felted him.
He also said the cookie was doughy while simultaneously being overcooked and hard. If anyone could explain those, because those don't go together as far as I know.
Philip, can we please fucking start? We'd like to not be here all night tonight. You know, a little bit of a game going on that requires you to go to YouTube mode. Can we start at some point today? Oh,
some point, yeah. Jesus Christ.
You weren't alive when they rebrought you.
Here's the
Why did you bring up living?
Here's the retcon of the tweet when someone got called him out about the Pete Subs thing.
Why do you bring up living next to the place Subway was founded at as an enhancement to your argument against Subway in your tweet? You weren't alive when they rebranded from Pete Subs.
Yes.
Because when I went there, they still said it was Pete Subs. On the inside, they had the original signage. They have pictures of the original store. They still treated it like the original location and had high-quality food. Didn't matter if it said Pete Subs on the front.
Okay. Makes sense.
That's how the company started.
He can't confirm that because he's never been there. I don't care what your fucking dad said.
I know, like, okay, I guarantee what he's talking about is inside they have a plaque. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, there's a fucking plaque that says this is the first one, right? And that's what. It doesn't fucking matter because it doesn't matter what they say on the outside. I mean, yeah, right.
And I
What's your
could see
point?
them keeping the original decor out of, pride for the original restaurant or whatever, and then you just throw the Subway up outside. But that he will never know what Pete's Subs was like because it did not exist when he was born or whatever.
Yes.
It's just the way that it has to be.
You have none. Thanks for the $2 tip.
Thanks for the $2 tip. Definitely. Philip also said that the Oreo cookie thing, it reminds me of Whiteout. So I don't know how much Whiteout you ate when you were in school. I didn't eat much. But
no,
Philip
I was more of
apparently...
a glue kid. He was comparing it to toothpaste live, which toothpaste is edible. It's not good. I don't think you should be eating it. It's not the best flavors, but you can eat it.
Yeah, you can eat toothpaste. I don't know why you need to tell people that. Were you a big toothpaste eater back in the day, Atlus?
No. I'm just saying, out of all of the things to compare this inedible food to, he's like, it's like toothpaste. It's like, well, it could be worse than that.
You can eat a lot of things if you try hard enough.
I mean, if you're looking for a W, you got to find it,
Definitely.
Positive. It's a positivity side.
Philip, could we start any time today, please? Okay? Anytime. He's not in chat even anymore. Let's see. People are asking in chat what's going on. Nothing's. The last thing he said was "Good evening, all." And hi, DSP. Where are you? You could also use flint. Okay. Remember to bring lots of wood for torches so you can light up the caves.
This is good advice. If you guys remember last time, he cried like a fucking baby because he refused to put down torches. So.
Did you see the Minecraft movie yet?
No.
Oh.
I probably never will.
You eventually. It will come for you whether you like it or not at some point. Okay, just letting you know.
I've seen the Emoji movie 3 or 4 times, but I've never seen the Minecraft.
You've seen that and not the Minecraft movie?
Yes.
Come on. Why? Let me see the Emoji movie. Ratings.
It was on in the background at a couple places that I was at, and I was watching it.
Okay, let's compare. So Rotten Tomatoes has the Emoji movie. Oh my god, bro. You are so felted on this one.
I'm dented.
Okay, let's see the official reviews. 6%, 36%.
Yeah, it's terrible. I didn't say it was good. I just saw it. I just said I saw it.
Let's check out the cinematic masterpiece that is Minecraft. Oh, you are so felted. You are so felted. Critics give it a 48. They're dented. The popcorn meter with 10,000 verified ratings, 86%.
Okay, 10,000 verified ratings, but you've got 25,000 on the other one. I feel like if you would have
been out for years.
Yeah, the Cope Harder. You just said that you haven't seen the Emoji movie 4 times.
Hidden inside a smartphone. This movie sounds great too. Hidden inside a smartphone. Yeah, could you give us a quick synopsis? What happens? You've seen it. You should be able to explain it pretty easily.
Well, like there's emojis, and the one isn't convinced that he wants to be a whatever the fuck emoji is. He's like a meh emoji or something, and then he's like, I don't want to do that. So then he goes and he goes to like the emoji bar, and then like tries to get onto Dropbox and hit the internet. I don't know. There's like people in real life, and their phones are glitching.
Sounds great. I'll check that out. I got to convince Chu to see that one. She wouldn't see the Minecraft.
Word promenade through that movie, so
I can't even convince Chu to see the Minecraft movie, so I can't convince her to see the Emoji movie. Damn. Faradox says, I hope we get a podcast tonight to make up for the day. Oh yeah, we did miss the podcast today, so hopefully we get one
so
tonight.
More important. Speaking of that, and more important than the fucking Subway thing, is that he finally pitched my idea. I gave it a long time ago, and so have many other people, of just not doing a podcast or pre-stream or shortening the pre-stream when he doesn't have things to talk about. What a revolutionary idea that is, folks.
He called people descriptive for suggesting that earlier. So yeah, now it's a good idea though, because things change. But he did call people descriptive for suggesting that earlier. Yes, he did hit the goal. TT Twister, just barely, like 160 or something like that, I believe, was the last number I saw.
Oh, did he? Damn.
Something like that. Here we go.
They last a few weeks and then they die. Lame. Here says, I look tired. I am tired. I'm tired of waiting for support. If they were cross-platform.
I love this clip of him playing last night.
Look at him. He's loving this. Locked in.
So much passion.
This is entertainment. This is flavor.
This is what you guys show up for. Nothing going on behind the mines, man.
Nope.
With the right music, this is just downright depressing to look at.
It looks like he's falling asleep. Yeah. Amazing. Here we go. We're just looking at poems. I'm pulling what DSP does to Wario64 and just looks at his tweets. That's what I'm doing now to poems past. Because we're just trying to kill time until the podcast starts, so then we could leave as soon as possible.
So if he doesn't start by 11, can we just?
Yeah, we're out. If the
tell you that right now. There by.
Hey, that's the deal. If he's not started by 10:45, we're out. All right, we are out. That's 1 hour late.
Yeah, that's crazy late. Holy
Insane.
Shit! 10:45 is a wild late.
Just telling you right now. Tired of it.
Shit time.
You shot?
We could have started the fucking other episode of Ask the King by now.
We could have. It's not too late.
Bullshit.
It isn't too late, is it? Let's see if he can sneak in a question here.
Start.
We'll thank ourselves later for doing this, I promise. Let's do one question.
Like lighting a cigarette, you might spawn him in. Like your food back in the day.
Exactly. Yeah, you know when you go to the bathroom and your food's back after you went? It's a great feeling. You love it.
No, I don't use public restrooms. That's disgusting.
For going number 1, you don't? I don't go number 2
I try my best not to. I'm more of a piss before you leave style.
Me too, but number 1, I can drop that wherever on a dime. I don't care. Number 2, I do have to wait till I go home. Absolutely. I will hold that. I will hold that until I can get to the home base because it's that much of a better experience. Agree? Disagree? Go ahead.
I agree. Well, my job only had a porta potty for a while. That was just the way that it was.
Yes.
For the record, you're rude if you shit in the porta potty and there is an indoor plumbed bathroom within walking distance.
I
don't care if it's a little out of the way.
No, you should be locked up in that case. If you're choosing to go to a porta potty instead of a plumbed toilet, you get help,
the porta potty's closer. You should walk to the front. Walk to the front of the property to go take a shit. Nobody wants to smell that for the next week. Come on, man.
If you choose a porta potty over a plumbed toilet, he's probably a serial killer. If not now, in the future. So get help. Or maybe he's looking for a glory hole.
I'll let my boss know, because this is at him if he ever sees this. At former boss, you're a sicko.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the third and final part of Ask the King, episode 48 for January 29th, 2015.
Just get to it.
Thank you for being here, and let's get to the conclusion, shall we? The first question, well, actually, we're getting to the end of the questions here. Is from Sweet Poppy Sanchez, and I think it's more of a criticism than anything else, but let's get into it because I actually wanted to clarify this.
Okay.
He says, Phil, what is the point of you telling viewers to ask many, many questions for Ask the King when you end up only answering 10 to 15 out of the 100 of them?
Yeah,
Maybe you could get through more of these questions if you were just answering the question without giving the full backstory and venting about the subject that is not related to the question. Well,
oh my God! He's asking what we all wanted to ask. Whoa! Now this one is not him for sure. Use Fleshlight says you use the squat toilet in Japan. I only had to do that once, and that was an extreme situation where I didn't want to use it, and I just did it and didn't look back and flushed it. Like I just pretended it never happened. That's the only time I ever used it. Did not like it, and it would never do it again. Don't recommend it. You see you know what they are, Atlus?
The squat ones?
Yeah, the ones where there's like I'll show you a good example of one situation I was dealt with. Was this.
Because I've seen the ones that are like the holes in the floor style, and then I've seen ones that are specifically designed to like elevate your feet. Bro, I don't need all that to go to the bathroom.
This is what you're dealing with.
Yeah, okay. I'm not. I don't. I'll pass.
They're kind of going out of style even in Japan now. Like new places won't have these. But yeah, this is definitely an old style thing, and here's the question, Atlas: which way are you facing for this? There is a correct answer here, but if you're walking in sight unseen, how would you handle this? Are you facing towards or away?
I would hope that you would face like away from the instruments, because then you would be shitting closer to the hole. What?
No, Atlas, you are incorrect. You face
You're shitting
towards.
further from the hole.
Here's the situation. Go ahead. Okay, let me explain this. Here, let me get our pointer out here because some people need some help. Some people need some visual aids here.
Yeah. This is visual aids looking at this toilet, but go ahead.
Okay, so the good one here. Okay, good one. Here we go. So you want to be facing this way because sometimes when you drop you want to drop. This is the drop zone right here. Okay.
Well, why? Go ahead.
I agree. It's very, very bad, and I hate this. I do not understand this about Japan. Never will. Never want to. But yes, it's the water slide mechanics. Okay. So once you are done dropping, the water comes out here. Like here, it shoots it out like whoosh, right, and it pushes it down into this hole. But there is a waiting zone here that is not fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not good. Now this is a way.
But if you did it the other,
go ahead.
If you did it the other way, you would still have your shit would be closer, would have less to push, and you're less likely to have any sort of I don't know the flow rate of these strange toilets here, but you'd have less, I think, of a chance of anything hanging out and not sliding off the back end. You know what I'm saying?
No, so here's the problem. Because what if in the course of your exertion to handle your BM. Haven't you ever had a little leakage out the front side? I'm not talking leakage of the number 2 variety. I'm talking about the number 1 variety. Then what? Where's that going, sir? What about the splash zone on that?
Where your waiting zone is.
No, you're ridiculous.
Why not? What do you mean no?
This raised area here is the splash guard, right here. Okay? This is a splash guard. So you go here.
Down. Hold it down.
When you're dealing with the size of people like me, it's difficult. We don't get to choose. It has a mind of its own.
That implies that that it doesn't fit in a normal sized toilet bowl, brother. You got one of these at your house too? I'm not buying this, not for 1 second, gang.
This is real. I mean, this is. I mean, these are real. These are absolutely real. I mean, and what? I mean, they're going out of style. But one thing they definitely are true is they're more healthy for you in terms of body ergonomics design because we are meant to go number 2 in this way, right? Squatting down,
and you can
legs
pitch
up.
that to me to the end of my life, and I've never had a complaint going to the bathroom on a normal style toilet.
Okay, me either. You're preaching to the choir here, brother. I'm just trying to help you learn about other cultures and how they do things.
I'm gonna be bigoted and say they're wrong. Fuck it, I don't care.
See, I agree too. This is one thing. This is one thing I agree. I 100% agree. This is very weird, and I don't understand. I mean, the situation, I guess, is that it's just more help. It's a quicker thing, right? I mean, I guess they're trying to promote the idea that it isn't supposed to be something you take your cell phone in and sit 30 minutes on, right? It shouldn't be. But
I don't do that anyway. I'm a real hater of people who play on their phone in the bathroom all goddamn day, personally. Okay. But that's a different argument, I suppose.
Some people do that.
The guy is live, by the way. You were waiting.
Oh, okay. Thank fuck. All right, here we go. Is he?
December of 2020.
Oh, here we go.
Thank you for re-upping your membership. I appreciate that.
Can't do. Adrian says, I definitely soaked the toilet paper facing that way.
Weak. I looked at you
in the morning that might be a problem, but I think I'd be fine all the other times.
Now, what do you do there? Wait, hang on. That's an actual question. What's the situation there? You just wait?
Well, you turn yourself into a lion tamer. You go whoosh, and you whip that thing down. Just wait till it's down. Oh, come on.
You can whip it down like that, but you couldn't whip it down on the other position? I'm not convinced.
No, definitely not. Oh, you could do planking as well. That's pretty fun.
Good spirits and ready to relax.
Again, works better in the other toilet. You're still not convincing me.
Slightly delayed start. Lots of stuff going on right now. My printer broke during the break, which is hilarious because I bought that printer in December of 2023. And I needed to print something out. It printed out one page of 2. The second page paper jammed. I unstuck it, and the entire thing busted. So I was trying to figure out how I do this and that. All kinds of crap.
What are you printing?
Anyway, welcome to the late stream. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're ready to relax.
Yeah, just start, man.
Tonight in Minecraft. Yeah, stupid tech issues. This time it's a hardware issue, though. It's not like, oh, I don't know how to use a computer. It's the thing's a piece of garbage.
Yes.
I bought it like I said, December 2023, because my old printer had tons of issues and wasn't working anymore. And I bought it literally
so
the
weird
only
he
time
can remember
I use
that,
printer
but nothing about video
is like
games.
tax stuff.
Very
like
weird.
that's pretty much it. It's always like tax stuff or follow-up stuff to that. So I like print like maybe 4 times a year over the course of the year, and it's usually like 1 or 2 pages. It's not like a ton of pages. So the fact that I bought that in December 2023, I used it for taxes last year,
just go
taxes
print
this year,
at
now it's
Kinko's
broken.
or
It's pretty
whatever.
funny.
Shout out Kinko's. I don't think they're in existence.
So don't get a Canon. Just a little.
Pretty sure that's a user error, but all right.
Heads up. Do not buy a Canon printer. It's a piece of garbage. Previous to the Canon, I had an Epson. The Epson I bought in 2017, and within 2 years also had major problems. Wouldn't print clearly, had to keep doing head cleanings and everything to get that to print straight. So I guess I'm not getting an Epson. I'm not getting a Canon. I guess maybe I'll get, I don't know, what, HP? What else
What
is there,
companies are left, Philip?
There's like another 2 or 3 brands, right?
Yeah.
All
definitely.
printer
maybe I'll get an
companies
HP.
suck.
I don't-
You
I know.
got suckered into Big Printer. They are
I've never
actively
had an
scamming
HP.
with their
So maybe I'll get an
ink.
HP
I
and
hate
see
to
if
tell
that's
you.
any good. Anyway,
How
how is
is
everyone
the
tonight?
best
What's
from what
going
I'm
on,
told.
everybody? Willow, how are you tonight? Welcome. Who's here?
Oh,
Who's here
fuck
for
off.
Minecraft fun?
Not that many people. Just started. You have 135 people. I mean, you're ready about just start, man. And you're 30 minutes late, so I recommend just starting. BR
ALT
Joe says,
jealous of his 135. Go ahead.
what do you do with your trousers, BR Joe says? And here's a picture I found to show you. You kind of...
Producer machines possessed with the souls of the
It's a
damned
bit
from hell.
strange for sure. Here's a picture for you.
Well, the whole setup strange. So
I had to crop it at the right spot, but this is what you do. See, you kind of they go up a little bit. See,
all
this
right.
guy's in-
So in that position, you ever had things fall out of your pockets?
trust me, dude. I've done this one time. And it was an emergency situation. I don't even remember the situation that well because it was so traumatic for me. I wanted to get in and out. Okay.
That's not the
it.
story I'm telling. I'm going to tell people you did this all of the time and it's your
No.
preferred method.
No.
So
Mr.
did you have
Buckenberry.
things fall out of your pockets or
Just,
not?
I don't
never
have to
happened.
print a lot at home.
I mean, I might have actually, but I don't remember it.
which is good. But it's frustrating when it's the one time you needed to work, you bought it just for that.
I remember
It doesn't-
that time, and when I went into the woods, when I told you that one time I had
okay.
to
So
go in
there's
the
a
woods.
second time. Okay.
No,
all right.
that was
okay.
in Japan. That was in the U.S. of A. And I had to go in the woods, and I remember just drop it and kept on walking. Never look back. Don't look back. That's my motto for everything.
Word.
Do
What
not
the
look
hell?
back.
If you shit in the woods, you should not look back at it.
Don't
Just
look back, just walk.
Keep it pushing.
Keep going.
ALT
Did I sit on a couch when I first played Minecraft? I sat on the love seat, right? I had that love seat for a very long time. So I was probably sitting on the love seat, was I not? That was, 2018 through 2020? Probably. I don't remember specifically when I got rid of the love seat. But it was probably
God,
the
who
love
cares?
seat, yeah. Why do you ask that, Willow? Pearl the Rabbit, how are you tonight?
The
How you
rabbit.
doing?
You know it's definitely real if the name has the rabbit
I don't know
in
who
it.
Boss Man Jack is at all. I don't know why you're
Hey,
asking
shut
me
up, Boss
that.
Man.
Never heard of him.
JFK says Phil has resting descriptive face. That is true. That's a good way to explain
It's
it.
true.
Thank you, Mega Man X says, I hope your break was relaxing during demon slaying. Well, my wife made turkey tacos for dinner. Had to do something quick because she worked today. And sadly, they didn't
You
have
still made her cook though, huh?
our usual seasoning at the store that we get. So we got a different
Oh, fuck off. What did I push now?
What have you done?
God, we're back anyway here.
And it's muted.
pulled out of the seasoning that we usually get. So she worked today. And sadly, they didn't have our usual seasoning at the store that we
Oh,
get.
now
So we got a
what?
different brand, and they were incredibly bland tacos. They sucked. And we were very
Oh my
upset.
God.
Usually turkey tacos taste
It's the
really good.
brand's fault.
But they, of course, they had to be sold out of the seasoning that we usually get. And then these replacement seasoning was awful. Very, very flavorless.
What a life. That's your biggest problem?
They were out of
And then my
taco
printer
seasoning.
broke.
What the hell?
So that was a thrilling break. Yeah, very thrilling.
Oh, God. Thanks, Kat, for the frozen
Archmage
tacos
says
that you cooked after work. They fucking sucked. Thanks.
I bought a smart printer. I hate it. You're forced to use their app to print everything. Oh, yeah? Like, it actually
that
opens
does
an
sound
app
awful.
to print and stuff.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
On your
yeah?
phone?
Spitfire1 says, do they use seashells like Demolition Man? No, they don't use seashells like Demolition Man. They do have toilet paper.
Weird. Yeah, I don't want anything crazy.
Yeah, that's
Shout
what we
outs
were
to-
soaking on the walls.
Definitely. Those are you pre-wash the toilet paper.
Like I don't do enough stuff
That's sick.
to warrant.
We've been on too long today. Now this is my second stream today. I'm not doing this again. Too much.
An expensive
Gotta
printer.
stop.
This was your
I wanna get one
idea.
that's,
I
like,
was
under
on for
$100 'cause
yesterday.
I literally print like twice a year.
I had to watch the Toronto Maple Leafs lose.
So
Shout out to
I don't
Demolition
see
Man
why.
though,
I mean,
and Sandra Bullock. Shout out Sandra Bullock for that movie. Great movie.
anything crazy. I need a basic
She made
scanner
that?
and a basic printer. That's
She
it.
did make that. Well, she made it in many different ways. But yes.
Why the hell I can't get one that just works?
Was she?
I've really gone through the ringer here. Like I said, the
Sylvester
Epson
Stallone
broke
or
within 2
Wesley
years and
Snipes
just
in that
printed
movie?
crooked.
She was the one that was with Sylvester Stallone.
I had to keep doing head alignments and head
Never saw that
cleanings
part,
in order
so
to
I
get it
don't
to
know
print.
that lady
And then it
exists.
just died, so I got rid of it. And then this freaking the Canon had a top load scanner. You know how you put in multiple pages and it'll go boop, 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 pump it through? Never worked.
Man, I wish we were
Jammed every
playing
time I ever tried
Minecraft
to
right
use
now.
it.
I know.
And now the
I
bottom
wish I
broke
was
and wouldn't even
Minecrafting
feed
right
paper,
now.
And it's like
Uh-huh.
it probably fed 10
Definitely.
pieces of paper the entire time I owned it. So, okay. A couple contributions have come in. Let's start the night off right.
Yeah, start the night off
We got a
right.
$2 tip here
Damn it.
Start the night off right.
from Darkside Larry Gaming. He says, I re-downloaded Pal World today with my nephew. There's a ton of updates. Is everything going back to it? Because I understand it's, if not, but it's super cool that despite the hype dying down, they still update it, even in spite of all the Nintendo meddling. I mean, maybe someday, and if we did, we'd play it on PC. You know,
Yeah,
it would be very
never
different,
happened.
I'm sure. Everyone said
Absolutely
that
never
Pal
playing that
World
shit again.
Fuck off. Never happening.
was way behind on console versus PC, that the PC had all these features and updates and things that console didn't have. So whenever I played it on Xbox, I was basically behind whatever the latest build was that most people were experiencing. So
Mickey
if I
Thor
play it on,
says, do you hold on to the piping like you're riding a Harley? That's an option. That is a cool option. But
I thought that's what you were
Yeah,
going
go
to
ahead.
pitch.
No. But one thing Japan does right, though, is they have very advanced toilets, like normal style toilets everywhere. I had a smart fucking toilet, not a smart one, but an advanced toilet. Bidet, heated seat. It was cool. And once you get
Heated
a
seat.
Oh, that's in every fucking place too, dude. It's in like apartments that have one room will have a fucking nice toilet in there. And mine had the heated seat, and once you go heated seat, it's tough to go back, man. It's tough. I don't have one here. It sucks.
Don't even have heated seats in my car.
Well, I don't have that either, but a heated toilet is a luxury. Here's what you're normally working with. Every toilet, almost anywhere, that's not a squat olds thing, has a console like this. That's what they're rocking with. Japan has a lot of weird stuff, but this is one of the weird things. They have squat toilets and also very advanced toilets. I was always using this puppy. Yes, go ahead.
How long before they put like DRM or some shit on that toilet? You know what I'm saying? You know we can't have nice things for too long without them meddling. So you're gonna have to have like a subscription to flush your turds away at that rate. And I just don't think that's a future I want.
They also have it plays music so you can cover up the drops in public toilets. I never would go in a public toilet anyway, outside of the one time I had to, but it was still a private place actually. It was at a school when I had to do it. But I was in a private toilet teacher's bathroom where no one was around. But anyway.
see, I'll probably have everything there, which would be pretty cool.
Did you
I
use
think.
his toilet
But then again, I think
settings?
the Pal
Or did
World
you
might
adjust
have
It was the squatter. It was the
incline?
squatter. No, it was the squatter, so I didn't have all the advanced features.
for like 2 weeks. Like I remember I
okay.
played it, 3-4 sessions, and no one cared anymore. So I don't know if anyone would care today. Okay.
I tried the bidet too, but I could never get used to it, guys. It's always a shock. No matter how much you do that thing, it's still a shock when that thing fires off. You know what I'm saying? It makes you jump.
No, I've never used a bidet in my life.
You should try it, but it makes you jump.
Oh, ugly bastard with a $2 super
I don't
chat
trust
tonight.
them ones that they hook up like, you know,
Yep.
like, you know, toilets that don't have built-in bidets. They just plug it into the water or whatever, like afterwards. I don't trust those.
Indeed. Indeed. And it stays good. You know, I'm all the way through Act 2. People are saying I'm near the end of Act 2, about to head into Act 3. And that, you know, it's still good. Like, to me, I'm loving it. Every time I play, I can't wait to play it again Wednesday. We're playing it again as the daytime stream on Wednesday.
You have to ease into it.
Great.
Most things in life, you know, you have to ease into it.
Great game.
Uh-huh. No, I think it's better, though. I mean, it is kind of crazy that the humans have come. What's the best thing we could do? We just wipe, and then that's it. I mean, wiping is kind of primitive. I mean, I think we can all agree with that. There's still remnants. I mean, there's only so much you could do. Like, dingleberries are a thing.
You're sitting on the you know, porcelain throne of a god, though. and I was shitting in a porta potty at work. So like maybe we just live in two different worlds. I don't know.
Definitely.
Being a hard
I
time.
don't have to sign into my toilet.
Cat and Jasper been. I just explained. We had a bad dinner and then my printer broke. So
bad dinner now, Cat.
Bad dinner now.
Bad dinner.
Well, it was bland, and he stands for flavor. God damn it.
Bad dinner. Bad dinner, Cat. Bad. Oh, we're sniffing again?
Yes, Pal World was on Game Pass on console, but it was like, no exaggeration. Everyone said it was like 5 updates behind the actual game on PC. So you'd play it, and people would be like, oh, can we name the pals? Can we do this and that? Like, no, it's not in here. Like, the feature isn't in the game. Like, the feature you're talking about that everyone seems to like isn't even in this version. So I could never do any of that stuff. Any plans on doing a DSP versus the internet-style marathon for hitting a goal milestone? As of this point, no. I'm not saying that.
I mean, that's a great idea. They should convince him to do more DSP reacts marathons.
Perhaps there's a 2-hour block where we reserve for me to watch certain videos.
Next fucking time he brings that up, like, what are we gonna do for the next goal? Let's get that going. Because that we need to bring that back for sure.
And I
It's
do
been
like
so long. He used to have a whole show. There's so much stuff that people want to show him, I'm sure.
For that immediately, no. Basically, the way I see it, we got a marathon lined up probably for early June. I know what I want to do for that one. Okay. Next one will probably be like early to mid-July. And I think for that one, we should do the Closet Festival idea, which we had already. And that one, also that one, my wife said she wanted to make food, like summertime food for us to have on the marathon, which would be pretty cool. Remember a few years ago she did that?
Wait, we can't do the festival. We need DSP's DSP.
And then we'll go from there. But the rate we're doing it is roughly around 1 marathon a month. So, we come up with these ideas, and maybe that could be a variety marathon. I don't think that entire day of reacting, that's going to be too much. But maybe a chunk of it to be that could work. I'll have to see.
Good point. All right. Can we start now, please?
Let's see here. I received a $10 tip.
Damn it.
From an anonymous tipper.
I get so upset about the tips that come in before the game.
You weren't a streamer, what would you be kicking
missed opportunities later.
Chances, yeah.
Off the road. Miss Tipper.
What?
It's not like somebody
If you weren't a streamer, what would you be? Kicking it off the road to the goal now. Let's have a good stream. Thank you. I don't know.
I can't answer that because I'm only doing this.
The reason I say that is in my life, I did many different things.
Didn't have breakfast this morning, so I couldn't tell you what I would have had if I did.
Yeah.
I worked retail. I worked fast food. I worked at a bank/loan place.
Predatory loan place.
I did some life insurance sales. Like, I've done a lot of different things. So who knows if I would try to go back. Customer service I did for 5 years at a helicopter company, but I also did continuous improvement work there while I was there, was unpaid for it. But that's way different from customer service work where I was mapping out giant processes within the business, finding the bottlenecks, getting people involved to brain storm and figure out ways to cut down lead time and things like that. I was certified doing it. So, I don't know what I would be doing.
ALT muted, ack. I thought it was just me. I thought he unplugged my headphones. This really is the disaster stream of
going on here. Streams. Tired of it. All right, you can hear me now, right? Hello? You guys can hear me.
I thought of other things, for example. I thought that one day I would want to maybe open a business of my own, a brick and mortar business. Don't know what that would be. Maybe a restaurant.
Hold on,
maybe not. Who knows?
Atlas can't hear me, but you guys
Dimitri's
can.
Here. Thank you, Dimitri. Dimitri has put us on the front page of Kick. Anyone who's watching us tonight on the front page of Kick, welcome. I'm about to start playing my weekly Minecraft chill stream where we relax in Minecraft and I do various things. I'm only about, I want to say, 8 hours
on the fucking front page. We haven't even started gameplay. Let's go.
Java Edition. So I've never played Java Edition before. This is my first time playing it. I used to play the Bedrock Edition on Xbox One many years ago. And I actually had an ongoing run of Minecraft that lasted 1.5 years. That was like over 100 hours of gameplay. Definitely. Now we've restarted in the modern day on a gaming PC.
Hold on.
Java.
Let me tell you, I got to restart the room again. You guys can hear me. I know he can.
I can see your waveforms. You're still muted.
I know.
It's
Fuck off.
And that's what we've been doing. We have some mods. If you've never seen the mods in Minecraft, you're going to be like, whoa. we got some crazy interesting mods that we've been using.
You've never seen mods in Minecraft? Where the fuck have you been for the past decade?
So anyway, join us tonight. It's a nice chill vibe. Is there? How do we get people to talk? It's only a 5-minute follow. I think it's only a 5-minute follow on the channel. So if you're from the front page of Kick, you're seeing me, you click in. Hey, what's this?
Hey,
if
what's
you follow
this?
the channel for 5 minutes, you can talk in the chat. It's a very interactive stream whenever I play Minecraft.
Yeah,
It's
give
us
me your
hanging out and
follow
talking
without
quite a
actually
lot.
seeing the real
It's not just a
gameplay.
focus
The
on
content I'm
Minecraft
supposed
gameplay.
to
It's
make.
more
Sound
of a
good?
Social thing. So welcome everyone.
I
Thank
need
you,
your
Dimitri,
buy-in on
for the front
Minecraft
page
now.
feature. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Dunsfelter, since you're here,
Dunsfelter.
since we have a mod here, just turn it off. Turn this stuff off. Anyone who wants to talk can talk tonight.
Ah, turn it off. Interesting.
Would I consider Ricky's world famous hot sauce for our next DSP tries it? Well, we've already talked about the possibility of taste testing, like that kind of stuff.
But I can't do hot sauces because if I have
The
3
thing is,
hot
that's a lot
sauces in a
different.
row,
Like,
I might
I don't want to go
fucking
crazy
die or
eating
something.
insanely hot sauces and get sick, and then I
It
can't
is.
work for the rest of the day. If it was just like normal flavors, maybe I could do that. Maybe I could get some food and try normal flavors on various different things, see what it tastes like. What do you guys think?
All right, we're losing Atlus for a second. I gotta reset the screen. The
Would you
room.
be interested in like a hot sauce tasting? DSP tries it
I
instead
told
of
him
me
like
eating like
3
a
or
whole
4
meal, something
times that he
different.
was supposed to.
We'd have to
that they
figure
wanted
what
a
to have it on.
hot
What could
dog
we
tasting,
have?
hot
Could I just
sauce
get-
tasting.
Maybe I just get some
Huh?
chicken, like from the grocery store, frozen chicken, cook it, and then just toss hot sauce on it.
Great story.
That's
bro.
Billy Mitchell's hot sauce. Oh, really?
Oh,
I
I was
thought Billy
sent to
Mitchell's
the
hot sauce
N-World.
actually said Billy Mitchell. I thought I saw a bottle with his face on it. Did he rebrand the hot sauce? Because I swear I saw that before. Huh. Egg Shooter, good evening. How you doing, man? David Cowboy fan, we're just chilling. We're about to start Minecraft. I started a little late tonight because I had some issues. Tech stuff with my printer broke and all kinds of crap, but it's neither here nor there.
Am I still
His
on the
restaurant is
stream? I don't
named
think ALT knows.
If his name is Bobby,
No, you're. Yeah, here's the thing, guys. Atlas can talk to you guys, but we can't hear each other. That's the only problem. So it's like 2 ships passing in the night right now. It's very fun, but I'm gonna have to restart a different room now. That's what I'm doing. But Atlas can't hear any of this, so it's very fun because I'm trying to do things when Atlas can't hear me.
Bobby Mitchell is in it. Why?
On
Why
like
does he
a
have
20-second
restaurant
delay, I
named
gotta
Ricky's?
watch the stream like you guys.
Yeah, see?
This is also confusing. Why would he have a restaurant named Ricky's?
Why not?
If his
dumb
name
fuck?
is Billy Mitchell, his name's not Ricky. Who's Ricky?
Oh.
Why does Ricky get top billing on his hot sauce and on his
Oh,
restaurant?
fuck off.
It's funny.
That's funny. Who? Okay.
It's his son's name. Oh,
Well, no gameplay, though.
It's a family business. His son's name. Got it. Got it.
Got it.
Well, Richard Jordan, I'm glad you feel so. He says, my reacting to the Wings of Redemption documentary was one of my best works. He rewatched it recently. Big ups, real talk. The first one was amazing because I knew nothing about Wings. Then I reacted to the second one and no one cared. So
Yeah.
it's funny how
because it
things
was
change.
boring.
I feel like whenever I do something for the first time, it always takes off. Whenever I do something for a second time, nobody
the first
cares.
one was
Everyone just
boring.
wants to see the first time Phil
I
does
think that's
stuff.
most people.
So what's the first something I haven't done for the first
Like,
time?
if you
that
aren't
I could do?
interesting. All right, whatever. I'm not wanting to pick up on my mic anymore. That's what's fucking me up.
All right, shall we boot up Minecraft to get
Yes,
started
please.
tonight?
We gotta
Since
end
we've been
this.
shooting the crap here.
Shooting the crap.
Here we go.
Yes, shooting
let's
the
get
crap.
set up here. I have to get my camera.
Let's shoot
Hold
the
on.
fucking crap.
Out of there.
But for the record, if he gets a
Go over to
tip and I'm not
gameplay. Here we
on the
are.
stream, it still
Good.
counts.
We're already
then
set
It
up.
still
Just gotta
counts.
turn
That's
off the
fair.
lights.
That's fair. I'll allow it. We're still working on
There
it
we go.
happening
Let's
here.
see here.
Shooting the crap.
There we
I'm
go.
just shooting the crap. Check 1, 2. Okay, I think Atlas should be able to hear me there if I do this way. Okay, hold on, Atlas. I know he can't hear me anyway, but it's fine.
Holding.
This way.
Okay.
I'm on this.
Wait a minute. That leaderboard is not correct, is it? Yes,
That
it is.
leaderboard is not
It says
correct.
14, correct? Burger King. Okay. You know what? Let's change the font. The font is confusing when it's
You
the
know what?
Doom
Let's
font.
change the
The one
font.
looks like a 7. So let's change the font. Let's just do like a retro font tonight for Minecraft.
The font is confusing. Holy shit, dude.
All right,
Colors you guys
new
want.
link sent to Atlus, so we should be good. Should be ready to fucking roll. Finally. Problem
Let's do
solved,
some nice
bitches.
colors. Let's do.
I am a fucking legend. I'm always getting there on the perfect line.
Here you go.
There he is.
That's nice. Green and blue for Minecraft. That looks nice. Cool.
That looks nice. Pretty cool.
Okay. Get it started. All right. So tonight, I have some new skins that were made for me. Tonight, I am going to be Doom Guy. Yes, I'm actually going to be Doom Guy. It's going to be me as Doom Guy in Minecraft tonight.
He put it in the bald spot
But that's
on his
all we've got.
character.
Nothing
He
new
didn't
this
want
week.
to-
I didn't have a chance to
You can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
Yay! I did it.
really install any new mods or shaders, or I really want to get a texture pack eventually, but I just
But yeah,
haven't
I'm
had any time
convinced
to
he
think
saw
about
the
it or look
bald
into them.
spot
I
on
know
his
there's a ton
character
of
model
texture
in
packs
Minecraft, and he's like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
gotta change that.
He realized everyone's making fun of him for it, so that's why you don't do
to
it.
mess around with, but I just haven't had a chance. So we will eventually probably do a texture pack too. But
It's that
not
simple.
tonight. Here we go.
Okay.
There I
YouTube
am.
mode,
Look,
please.
upper
Start
left-hand
YouTube
corner.
mode.
That's me as Doom Guy. It's the
Oh.
Doom outfit with a helmet and everything from Doom. Pretty cool.
Oh, awesome.
So we'll do that tonight. I have a bunch. I actually have a bunch, so we can do like different skins every
That's the
week for like
Doom
a
guy?
month. I have all these new skins to use.
I guess.
Pretty cool. All right, so yeah, no new
Pretty
texture
cool.
pack tonight. I guess there was a wager
The
about
dents are gonna
texture
be hype
packs on
about
Kick.
new
No, there's no
Minecraft
texture pack
skins.
tonight.
yeah.
So there you go.
All right, we're rocking on the front page.
All right. So what are we doing? Well, last time around, if you remember,
I don't.
we put
I don't
out
care.
my
I remember we
farm,
built this
which is now starting
gymnasium
to
for our
grow,
bedroom.
which is really
Yeah.
nice, right?
This is a
Look,
basketball court that we sleep in.
We're gonna have all kinds of delicious
And
vegetables,
the saddest little farm I've
pumpkins, all
ever
kinds
seen.
of stuff.
Holy
Meat
shit.
will be growing, all kinds of goodies. So that's growing there. You know
All
what I
kinds
should
of
do?
goodies.
Let's sleep. No, I have sugar cane growing on the
I
other
like
side.
the
I should
skylight
move
right above
sugar
the
cane
bed. How scenic.
over
What?
here
Huh?
to the water.
What are you making?
'Cause that's gonna be all my
I
crops.
see a
So I should move
piano.
the sugar cane there too, so it's all in one spot. Let's do that.
You like cane?
Let's sleep on it. Have I ever played a game called Maneater? That's the one you play as a shark? No, I never played it. I knew of it, but I never got around to playing it.
All right, so he turned off all the fucking limits on Kick Chat, so now they're going crazy. Someone just said, thanks for the ass sex last night. Let's do it again sometime.
That's the one you play as a shark? No, I never played it. I knew of it, but I never got around to playing it.
Uh-huh. Yeah?
Do I not have a sword? Oh, I do.
Yeah. Smitty Warman Jen says, would you trust Phil as your bank
Beautiful
loan
music.
guy? Oh, God, no. He was just a glorified salesman with his predatory loans. That's the only thing he could do. They'll hire anybody to do that. You know, they just want people. They run through the
They'll
script of the
hire
phone
anybody
call.
to scam. Who
Yeah,
gives a
just,
shit?
you just run through the script. Hit the script, bitches. Don't say anything. Nibbity says, troubleshooting this stream is still more entertaining than Phil. Thank you, Nibbity. That's what I shoot for.
Mine.
If there is problems with tech shit, it's still entertaining. That's the fucking
Crap.
goal.
Guys, let me know if the music's too loud. You need me
Too
to,
loud, too
to lower
quiet.
it.
Way
Hear
too
too much
quiet.
Just to show
voice.
you guys, if you're someone new from the front page,
And the sound effects are loud too. We need to turn the
Kick- yeah.
music up.
and just checking out
Please.
this random Minecraft stream, well, welcome. Here's my cool shader mods. We've got realistic clouds, realistic lighting.
Hey,
Take a look at that.
Feels like I'm back in the early 2010s.
Pretty cool for Minecraft, huh?
Big ups to Rashi for the cat.
And we've got realistic water.
Oh my god! This is awesome. Is this new?
I love this water.
Over a
Look at
decade
that.
old. Oh, okay.
Imagine that in Minecraft.
I love that he
Beautiful,
loves this
huh?
water, but
Pretty
it's some of the
cool.
ugliest water.
And then we have a mod
personally.
that makes it so you can see
I'm-
distant horizons. You can see way out there
Whoa.
in Minecraft, as you can see. So we have quite a few mods installed already, and we're probably
Oh
going
my
to do
God.
more. All right, what I should do?
He set
let me
his
go
render
get that
distance to
sugarcane that I
32
talked
chunks, you
about.
guys. Can you
Now
believe
I'll bring
it?
it over here. So we have the sugarcane and all my crops all near each other. That would be perfect.
What a genius.
No, in this run of Java, I have not cave explored at all. We did cave exploring in the original run of
Mining?
Bedrock.
In
And we did
Minecraft?
cave exploring
Yeah,
in
what?
Bedrock that I did about a month and a half ago. Look at this. Look at this jerk. Get out of here.
Hilarious.
But then I
Actual
died.
children
And I
commentator,
never
by the
get
way.
out of here. But then I died.
What the fuck was that? What was
Hey,
that?
Chuck, get out of here. But then I died,
Very cool, man.
and I never did it again.
Cool
The music's
dude.
a little loud. Okay, thank you for telling me. I'll lower it.
Oh, who said that? Fucking Dent. Who said that?
And we'll go
The
down.
Mr.
we went down
Papa
a notch and a
Vera
half
case
there.
or
Hopefully that's
whatever
a
the
little
fuck. He said
Don't
music is
bad.
perfect.
So,
Yeah, see, Bob Rivera's on the board.
here, let's get all this. Gather all the sugar cane.
Yeah, this is front page DSP. Good port. Water
Great.
reader.
Let's go plant that on the other side. So now all the crops will be
Okay,
out.
he is definitely getting spammed now, by the way. He is getting hardcore spammed. We're talking so fast you can't keep up with it. You'll see it on the bottom left coming
on
up
one
here.
side. And then what we really need to do, we need to do a couple things. We need
All right, let's get closer to live. He's not doing anything anywhere.
Alec Beacon? No. I was thinking
You know
of
we
doing a
didn't get a
lookout.
tip anyway.
Yeah, we didn't.
I like a fan of the Harvest Cheddar Sun chips. One of my favorite kind of chips, ask Eva Cowboy fans, and mine are the Harvest Cheddar Sun chips. How you liking Minecraft so far?
Harvest Cheddar's
like
your
a few different
favorite
kinds
type of
chips.
sun chip, let alone chips
To be
in
honest,
general? Come on, man.
I'm trying to think what my favorite is. I think garden salsa.
Garden
I
salsa.
think-
It's always
yeah,
garden salsa. That's
good.
the right answer.
Chips-
Anything
that's
else is
good.
stupid and you're dumb and
That's
wrong.
When I was
Classic.
eating chips most recently, I was actually eating popcorners, and I thought popcorners were quite good, and they're
Oh, yeah,
pretty
they're
healthy
healthy.
for you compared to other chips.
Yeah, we're pretending we're healthy again.
There's two, like I had all the different white cheddar popcorners, they're like a spicy
Popcorners.
popcorners. They're all pretty good. Basically, it's like popcorn without kernels, which is amazing because the worst part of popcorn is when you get kernels stuck in your teeth, and that's frequent for me. Like that always happens for me.
What? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that's just information we didn't need.
All
What
right,
happened here that the water
Shadow's
ended up
Lovable
like
says
that?
stop here. All right, I'll trust you. I always do.
Oh yeah, the frame rate's going in and out. I wonder why. The frame rate was smooth previous. It's having issues right now. Look,
Uh-oh.
I wonder why it's doing that because it did not do that the last few times we played.
Good time for this on front page, huh, buddy? Looking good.
GPU's going out, DSP. I think you need a new one.
All right, so we got a whole bunch of sugarcane planted here.
He's got 1,000 viewers. He's getting view botted
A
as
wall
well
of
right now.
sugarcane. That'll be useful.
View botted
And
right
it's just
now.
the worst
No, I like
Minecraft
I'm having a
gameplay
good time.
too.
This is
like this is
run
actual
better.
level
The first
one
Bedrock
building.
run was kind of
Yes.
chaotic.
This is like you have never played a video game before, and you're trying to do your best impression of people that play video games.
We started off in a biome that wasn't very
You'll
friendly.
find
how much
elementary
space
school
is-
children. Yes, they build more compactly and more efficiently than the guy, and they look better. Literal children build
like-
better than the guy.
Well, I forget
Look how
what it
much
was
space he has in this.
called.
Okay.
But it really was
For expansion
very
later
chaotic.
in the future, LT.
And
Come
so
on. See
restarting
the
here
vision.
in Java has been great. We're in a good biome where you get rain, you get fish.
Yeah, goodbye.
You know,
It
we
just
got
kills me this
livestock all
guy
over.
never
We were able to
uses
grab. We
any
got the
sort of
veggies
like
right away.
automation or
So
like
here's my
utilizes
stick drift
water
issue,
for
as you
that
guys can
purpose
see.
or anything.
Oh, fuck off. No, we can't do that.
I've only had this controller since last summer, and I got bad stick drift already.
Doesn't look like it.
Eat a lunch meat sandwich. Yeah, in
Okay.
fact, it's all messed up again.
All messed up. Look at it.
Yeah, slam it. Slam it like you did at the marathon.
Yeah.
Actually,
I
there's
wonder why
something
it's
wrong
got
with it
stick
because
drift. Shut the fuck up. Shut up, shut up, shut
I'm
up, shut up.
feeling like something in there. When I move it around, sometimes I feel like resistance, and that's not good. You're not supposed to feel that. This is the Microsoft Elite 2 controller, the super expensive one, and
Of
not even a
course.
year we're having issues.
Super
Great.
expensive one, guys.
Look, I didn't even. Are you kidding?
Maybe you shouldn't slam your controllers.
Just an idea.
I just punched it and it didn't stop stick drifting. Now the controller disconnected? What?
You just punched it. So
I just punched the fuck out of it. Now it disconnected? Huh?
Did my controller just break?
I hope
Holy
so.
crap, I
God,
think it
that'd be
did.
so funny.
Oh,
I
here we
think my
go.
controller just broke completely.
Yeah, well, you punched it and you slammed it. Oh, yeah, yep, that fixes it. Slamming it.
You got to be kidding me.
What?
Keep slamming
Her eye
it.
is black? All I did was hit her.
Are you
huh?
kidding me? It's broken. It doesn't work. It just stopped working live in the middle of the stream.
This guy's a dipshit.
Mm-hmm. Spitfire 01 says, when I heard the popcorn tail, my soul left my body. What?
So
Very
what kind of
common
piece of
problem to have kernels stuck in your teeth. Come on, that's the biggest problem.
crap is this?
Big up Spitfire 01. Uh-oh. He's
Seriously,
trying to go, yeah,
I wonder if
agree with
hold
you.
on a second. I'm gonna go put
We're gonna try to go viral with this, I bet. So we're getting ready for clown mode.
it on the charging dock and see if it even reacts. Hold on.
All that time we spent getting controller mods to work, and then we went ahead and punched our controller out of existence. Very cool.
Oh, connected, disconnected. Oh, so it's just out of battery then? Okay, so it literally is just your fault. Nice.
You punched the last little bit of charge out of it.
So it's just out of battery then. All right.
Well, we could have a pretty major issue because if this controller doesn't work, I can't play any games. And
Well,
I'm turning it
That's
on,
not
and
true.
it goes right back off.
You could use a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, I know. You could. There's
Look, it
many
turns
ways.
on, it turns itself right back off.
So
Why?
it seems to be a power
It shows it's
thing.
charging. I plugged it in, and it shows it's charging now. I can't really. Here you go. It does show that it's charging, but I don't know if it's an issue that it's out of power.
Yeah,
Or-
probably. If it is out
I
of
just have
power,
no
that's
idea.
probably an issue. Yeah. Pretty self-explanatory.
Not sure if that's the
You
problem.
can use a PS5 controller, can you?
Can you?
Would that
Huh?
work with all games?
You can use the Super Nintendo
I wonder if I
controller.
can just order another one right now. Boy, I'm having a horrible tech day.
Why don't
Dude,
you just
my
buy a new
freaking printer
controller?
broke, and now this broke all in one day.
Just instantly buy a new
This
one.
is insane.
1 minute
Well, of course.
1 minute of troubleshooting, and then just buy another one. Yep, that's what you need.
I could never. I'd spend 4 days fucking around with this controller. I'd never let it go. I'd be thinking about it at work. How am I going to get that? I got to be able to do
right
something.
now. It'll come overnight.
Why don't
It's
you just
expensive. Oh my gosh,
like you give a shit?
this is ridiculous.
Oh, see now, does you see the spam going? It says Trump 2028. Like there's
I
like
do, yeah.
there's like a thousand. Like look, there's like
Felter,
1,000
don't
accounts.
time people out. Just turn the limit back on.
Yeah,
Because obviously these are a bunch of bots.
yeah, it's a million bots. These are all unique accounts. Like it's just too many. They just got to turn off the.
Wow.
Good
Yeah, Yeah,
job.
you just got to put the limiter back on.
Yeah, good try. Try to take that off though. Worked well.
I don't even know why he would try.
I know. It's just I guess he's trying to be more welcoming to the front page.
Yeah, so it looks like I'm going to have to get another controller overnight.
Have to. Nothing I could do. I'm gonna have to get it tonight while on stream. They're gonna have to send it straight from the factory here right now. He also acts as though he has to have a
The blue
controller.
ones, sadly,
though.
they don't have them
How many
until-
games are we
until,
playing on
like,
mouse
the
and
middle of
keyboard
May,
at this
so I'm not
point?
getting
Is it
that.
that big of a deal?
No, well, of course it is. We have to pretend it is at least.
I guess I just got to get the black one. The only one they have that can come overnight is the black one. Yep.
Only one who can come overnight is the black one. Okay, he said it first.
Sucks.
The dude says he could use
Oh,
the
wait.
warranty.
No, they have the blue.
You could use the warranty on it. I mean, I don't know how long it is, but you could think about checking it, right? At the very least.
And the blue's cheaper. What?
Yeah, they're different colors.
They have the blue, and the blue is cheaper.
Yes, Amazon does
Yeah,
that
probably.
for warehousing for inventory reasons. They make things different prices for different colors.
I want the blue. That's the actual one I want.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm hoping
Well,
we
this is
get
gonna
some
suck.
sympathy
Tonight is
tips
gonna
though to
I
make
know
up
we
for
got
the
to. We do have
controller.
to. We do have to get out of here. So, Smitty Wermajet says he could just borrow one of Cat's controllers. Oh no, they don't talk enough for that. That would require talking. That's a problem. You're right though.
Oh,
A normal
crap, I had
human
to-
being would do that. If there's other controllers in the house, you'd at the very least use that one for a while until you figure out what's going on.
Cart. All right.
Especially
hold on.
because this is his job, you know, how
Yeah.
he pays the bills. But look past that.
Someone said GameStop is still open. Just get one there real quick. Good joke. Leaving the house. What's wrong with
Thank
you?
for re-upping your membership. I appreciate that.
Don't you know what it's like out there?
Yeah.
I don't want to use a PS5 controller. I don't like PS5 controller.
Ooh.
hate it.
I just want to spend more money, dumb fuck.
Right. He's so opinionated, he has to spend money instead of using the controllers he already owns.
I like the feel of the Xbox more. I've absolutely loved this controller, and now all of a sudden it died, so... All right.
I have to buy another
replacement.
Okay. So we're going to play the game or Q&A or...
God, if we do Q&A, I want to leave.
So I guess I'll look for a printer later. What's up, Jade? Good evening. How you doing?
What's up,
So
Jade?
we're still looking at
bummer.
printers?
So the thing just busted. It turns on and goes right back off. Yeah, it literally just turns itself right back off when I turn it on. I don't even understand it. Why would it just turn itself right back off when I turn it on? That doesn't even make sense.
You might want to charge it for a while and see what happens, or just buy another one.
No, ALT, we already bought a new one.
Completely busted. It's a piece of crap.
Charge it for 30 minutes, or okay.
I guess. I mean, I have a PS5 controller I could try, but I don't really want to use a PS5 controller.
So now what are you?
I might have an older Xbox controller. Hold on. I might actually have an older Xbox controller.
Okay.
My God.
Controller now. All right, I'm using a regular Xbox One controller now. Sucks because the cord barely reaches.
So it does work though. So you didn't have to buy a new one even.
Yeah,
okay.
It's going to be interesting.
Does it mean the cord barely reaches? Isn't it just a USB-C? You don't have any longer USB-C
All right, this is my old
cables?
Xbox One controller that I was using before I got the Elite.
So it does work perfectly.
Right. So this should work. This is wired now. And hey, look, no stick drift.
Okay.
There you go. You got another achievement tonight in Rivals, Jade. Well, congrats to you.
How much do those cost, by the way? Is it really $150?
Okay, so
I think the Ultra Mega Edition controller he uses.
Oh, by the way, I never even started recording. Oh,
$159. Nice.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Minecraft Java Edition. It's time for another chill night. We've had nothing but problems. This has been an interesting.
$139 for the Xbox Elite Series 2.
Jesus.
I just bought another one quick. Not even checking if it was the battery. Just buy another one.
Big night. So first off, in between my first and second stream today, my printer breaks.
And now we're recapping the recap of the recap. Sound good?
So now I have to get a new printer, right? Then we boot up Minecraft, and my Xbox Elite 2 controller won't stop drifting. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Is there a solution? And I just go like this. I go, maybe if it's there's something in there, and I go like this with my hand.
You know what?
The entire controller
when
it turns off and refuses to work.
Bullshit.
I plug it in, it'll turn on, and then go right back off again.
When my kids broke one of their Switch controllers, you know what I did? I got this puppy. The Voie, $16.99, boys. Hell yeah. Still works, too. It works well, actually.
If it works, it works. I like the 8-bit dough controllers myself. They're like $20. They're fine. They work.
It's kind of hype, though. Like, no, we love this guy. Voie hype, man.
So my Elite 2 controller's busted, and I've only had it since last summer. Okay? So now I'm using my original Xbox One controller. I can't even lift it up high enough here because my cable isn't long enough to lift it up and show you it on screen. But yeah, so I'm using, this is the Xbox, original Xbox controller for the Xbox Series X that I had for like maybe a year, not even, before I got the Elite. Mm-hmm. So, all right, so what were we doing? Because I got so distracted, I didn't even start recording, and here we are.
Great question.
Or already a half
I don't
an
know
hour
that we were
into the stream,
doing
and I haven't recorded anything.
What were we actually doing?
So what are we doing? I believe what we did is we just went and we planted some
sugar cane.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar cane. We just made a big giant row of sugar cane over
Which
here.
this looks like trash, by the way, the setup he's got.
So that'll start growing sugar cane for us now, right near our newly designed farm. So that's good. Out here, he just seems like that.
We have skip juice, thank God. Oh, I think we're done.
Away.
Are we done?
Get my hopes up.
Oh, let's see here.
Yes, I think we are. Big ups to Senshi who says pressure to perform because he's on the front page and preloads that excuse, which is the stick drift thing. But you know, if it seemed like it was really broken, but it's his own fucking fault. So there we go. Big ups to Olm who says not even waiting to charge the controller. That part is insane. I mean, just wait until it's charged. What? How could we not
I would
do
have waited
that?
until it was charged. I would have restarted the PC once or twice.
Yes.
I'd have relaunched the game. Like, I'd have done every single, have you tried turning it off and on again that I could think of.
And Virgil says, too, wait, the controller just needs a software update. I would try that, too. It just try some things before spending $160 without even thinking about it. And you know he's going to beg on that, by the way, on the back of that, by the way. He's going to say that today. Guys, I had to buy a new controller today, so there goes all that money. Like, you didn't have to. But Rito Ryan has a good point. Piece of crap controller. Let's buy another one. Uh-huh. Yep,
True,
because we want to reward that quality. And Steve's Master has regarded Minecraft should be played with a keyboard. That's the only way I know how to play as well. I still can't get used to the fucking Switch version, but, you know.
I received a $2 tip.
And we're out. Let's hear it, though.
Are you going to swap the new controller with the broken one? No. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to throw out the broken one because it doesn't work.
Okay.
Probably dump it at the dump when I go to the dump, likely next week. I'm not going to do a swap-a-roo and try to cheat Amazon. No. Okay.
No swapperoos.
Kill the iron golems? Yeah, but then won't the village die? I don't want to kill the iron golems. Actually, I don't think I'm strong enough to kill the iron golems. I have nothing. All I have is stone swords, right?
Okay.
How would I kill the iron golems?
Good
Yeah,
point.
if DSP
No, I've
was
not
big
seen the
brain, you'd have an
Minecraft movie.
iron golem
I don't know
farm.
when I
You'd
would.
have infinite
You'd
iron.
think.
I would never have to mine, but
You'd think.
Big brain for
let's
him.
see here.
All right, we are out. Thank fuck for that. Atlus,
Thank
final
God.
words for the beautiful people out there.
Thank you all for having me tonight, even though I wasn't here for the last one. I'm glad you all suffered. You should listen to me. When Atlus doesn't show up, when Atlus leaves, I'm telling you it's a sign.
All right. WPIG will be back tomorrow, and we'll get Atlus back on Sunday night, hopefully. And actually, no, I'll let you know, because I think I might not be able to do Sunday, I forget, but I'll let you know. But anyways, you're all legends. We'll do the weekend-style outro for you today. Big ups for chilling, everybody. See you tomorrow for the pre-stream. Bye.